building relationships,
Yes, sir.
building lasting bonds that, as you and I have discussed,
Yeah.
boxing is all about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know I've talked to you about Manny quite a few times, and I know that you get pretty emotional as it pertains to Emmanuel Stewart. Um, are there any other relationships that you've made over the years?
Oh my gosh! When I was choosing the five memorable fights here, one of them is Oscar De La Hoya versus Shane Mosley too. I lived in
Wow.
Los Angeles. I
Yeah.
I covered Oscar at the Olympics in 1992 when he was the pride of East Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I learned about his boyhood friendship with Shane
Uh
and
huh.
the
Uh huh.
times that they would ride back and forth to amateur competitions in
Hmm.
the same car.
Yeah.
For them to wind up fighting their first fight in Staples Center
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Los
Against one another.
Angeles
Yeah.
before a crowd with all of their families and friends from growing up and
Hmm.
have a pitched battle there.
Yeah.
And then the second of the three fights took place here
Hmm. Hmm.
in the MGM Grand Garden Arena. And it was a very memorable night because that wound up being a unanimous decision for Shane Mosley,
Yeah.
115, 113 on all three scorecards. But if you looked at the three scorecards, you could see that the three paths to 115, 113 were all different.
They were all
You know, they had
different.
all they were. It was a crazy quilt of rounds that had been given to Shane and
Yeah.
rounds
Yeah.
that had been
Yeah.
given to Oscar.
Yeah.
And Oscar pointed to the CompuBox numbers, which were becoming more and more accepted at that time, and
Uh
say,
huh.
"Look at those numbers.
Yeah.
How did I lose the fight?"
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that one was memorable. And
Yeah.
then, of course, the last one that I put on the list was Juan Manuel Marquez's knockout of Manny Pacquiao
Yeah.
in the fourth
Yeah.
of their four fights
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And that was the night when Marquez landed that stunning, thudding counter shot.
Mhm.
Somebody pointed out to me the other night, I hadn't realized it, that Manny was motionless on the canvas for
Mhm.
55 seconds,
Mm.
almost a full minute before he moved.
Mm.
And I know that my wife was not the only person in the audience who thought that Manny was dead.
Mm. Yes.
It
Yes.
was an
Yes. Yes.
absolutely stunning moment,
Yes.
etc.
Yes.
So
Yes.
many, many things, many unforgettable things have taken place in this arena, all a big contribution to boxing.
At that point in time, I had trained with Manny. I believe once, if not twice, at that point, where when he went into the ring for that fourth fight with Marquez, and I remember thinking to myself, at this point, now I actually have a friendship with Manny. We've shared the ring together, all these things, and I remember thinking, four is not good.
Yeah.
Like there's only so many times you can go after the same guy before they pretty much just
So
know what you're
you
gonna do.
sparred with Manny at Wild Card?
Oh yeah, I sparred with him at the Wild Card, and also I'd gone over to the Philippines to train with him as well.
You know,
Yeah.
um, when I first started living in Los Angeles in the middle '80s, I realized, okay, this is a boxing haven.
Hmm.
This is an important landing spot for people in boxing. But I think it became more and more and more so over the years,
Yeah,
from the '80s through the '90s into this century, etc.
I had never been to Cali prior to. So the long story short, someone from back home in Ohio is at the Wild Card. They find out prematurely that Miguel Cotto and Floyd and Manny Pacquiao were gonna fight, and calls my dad and says, "Hey, I'm at the Wild Card. You need to come out here. Bring Shawn. You guys try out for Freddie Roach. He'll let you get in the ring and spar, and use that as a tryout to get in the ring with Manny." And that's what we did. My first time being in LA, didn't know much about it
So
prior
you're
to
a
that.
contributing factor in my list because another of the five choices that I put on the list was Pacquiao's win over
Yeah,
Cotto,
yeah,
the first time he fought as a
yes,
welterweight,
sir, yes, sir,
the night that he proved he could function
yeah,
as a welterweight,
yeah,
which a lot of people were fairly skeptical of. I was one of them, and that set the stage for him to ultimately
wow,
go on to the biggest money prize fight ever, the
absolutely,
pay-per-view for Mayweather versus Pacquiao.
absolutely. I, throughout my life as a boxer, had not had very moments where I had butterflies. Usually, it was when my older brother was getting in the ring. I wouldn't have any butterflies when I get in the ring. I get in, I'd win, and I go watch my brother, and then I'm just filled with butterflies. I'm nervous. I want him to do well. When I sparred with Manny for his fight with Miguel Cotto, I literally worked myself up into thinking if he loses, first fight at 147, if he loses, everyone's gonna blame me.
Right.
And for about 10 rounds, I had these butterflies. I was so nervous. And he's handling him every single round, but it just wouldn't go away from me. I was so invested in that fight emotionally, feeling like, man, he has to win. If he doesn't win, everyone's going to blame me, and I won't get where I'm going if he doesn't win this fight.
So I'm calling the fight. And, I have to tell you, it was always a professional challenge to block out my personal
Sure.
relationships
Sure.
with people
Yeah.
and call the fight objectively
Yeah.
and with thought rather than emotion.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
night was so difficult
Yeah.
because
Wow.
I felt personally close to both of them,
Yeah.
especially Miguel,
Yeah. Yeah.
who
Yeah. Yeah.
was
Yeah.
one of the warmest,
Sure.
most loving people
And
you
kind of
could
grew up
ever
on the
possibly
on
meet.
HBO as well.
And if you knew Miguel and you knew his relationship with his father, you knew what he had been through in the Margarito beating.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
the catharsis of getting the revenge and all that stuff. He had a remarkable life, as all of you do.
Yeah.
I mean, as
Yeah.
every single one of you does.
Yeah.
Is there a more unusual human being than Manny Pacquiao? I don't know one. All of those things were privileges for me
Uh-huh.
to be on the inside of those stories.
A question for you: out of 100 fights being here, when did you come into the MGM? Were you a part of that first fight? Where did you
When
like
I
kind of?
first started calling fights on HBO and ABC back in the 80s, the fights were at the uh, outdoor arena at Caesar's Palace. They were in the indoor arena at Las Vegas Hilton.
Mm,
They were at the Mirage,
mm-hmm,
where Holyfield knocked out Buster Douglas and a
mm-hmm.
lot of other things. But it was a while before the MGM Grand earned its way into that hierarchy.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
had been all around Las Vegas calling fights at other venues and arenas before
Mm,
the MGM Grand emerged. I don't even remember what is the business genesis
yeah,
of this, but I don't think it even existed
yeah.
in the middle 80s and late 80s when I was first calling fights.
Got you, got you, got you. Listen, let's transition to ppv.com. How's it been for you being a part of that live chat and for the sake of it's kind of getting back into
All during
the business?
the late years of my existence at HBO Sports, when I was continuing to call blow by blow and continuing to do all of the work and the preparation that it took to be a competent blow by blow announcer, I kept thinking to myself fairly repeatedly, well, where eventually this should lead is that Max gets up and walks around in back of Roy and takes my chair, and I get up and walk around in back of Roy and
Yeah,
take Max's chair.
yeah.
And I become the
Wow.
senior citizen, so to speak,
Yeah,
the wise old hand
yeah,
who makes a comment here and there to
yeah,
add perspective
yeah,
to the main Johnson, and the
yeah.
main Johnson is what Max would be doing now as blow by blow, and
Yeah,
Roy continuing as the expert. We both had a fabulous relationship
yeah.
with him. So now here I am working for ppv.com, doing live chat, texting rather than talking, and the comments that I make are exactly the kinds of comments that
Of
I know
course.
I would have made if I had been in the Larry Merchant slash Max Kellerman position
Mm-hmm.
as the third guy on the commentary team.
Mm-hmm.
Very rewarding, kind of cerebral as opposed to instinctive and immediate.
Yeah.
More likely you think of something in an overall sense that you want to say toward the end of a round rather than
Sure.
trying to forge your way into what's going on during the round.
Um, if you had your opportunity to create a team to sit ringside with today,
Shawn
who do
Porter, obviously I want to work with Shawn Porter.
yeah, and stop that. Listen, stop. You don't even know the question. If you could work alongside maybe two others on a fight night and in front of one of the biggest fights that could be made right now, Shawn Porter and
Well, I'm conditioned by my past experience.
sure, of course,
Emmanuel Stewart is gone.
yeah,
He was the closest male friend I ever had
yes
in
sir,
my life.
yes sir,
If I could have worked with Emmanuel Stewart as the expert commentator and call fights with him forever and ever, that would have been a dream. But
absolutely, yeah,
that's not real.
yeah,
So, absent the possibility of Emmanuel Stewart, I go back to who I was, and who I became at HBO, and that means Max Kellerman,
Yeah.
unique intellect,
Absolutely.
devotion to boxing from early childhood
Absolutely.
on.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I first saw Max when he was doing a cable access show
Yeah.
about boxing as a teenager in
Wow.
New York.
Wow.
He was 16,
Yeah.
and I'm watching him on TV because he had that devotion to boxing that makes you a
And that
part of that.
flair. He
And then,
had
of course,
flair too.
Roy's Roy.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's only one Roy
Yeah.
Jones.
Yeah.
I can't believe it still blows my mind that the International Olympic Committee has never stepped up ceremoniously to recognize reality and give that gold medal to Roy Jones.
Oh
It
wow.
was bought.
Yes.
It was stolen. It was
Yes.
bought. And
Yes.
it meant a lot to him.
Yeah.
It stuck in his craw for all the years that we worked together. I'm sure that hurt is still there.
Yeah.
And, one of the things I always thought about Roy when I first started working with him, well, he's so gifted. Nature and God gave him
Yeah.
everything he
Yeah.
needed to
Yeah.
be a great fighter. How is he going to have the intellect
Yeah.
to approach this?
Yeah.
And I learned that I was totally wrong.
Yeah.
That Roy knew as much about craft and as much about differentiating this guy's craft from this guy's craft from this guy's
Yeah.
craft as anyone ever could.
And I'm sorry to cut you off. I've analyzed Roy, and I had to kind of dig for it. I said, you know, myself doing TV, how am I able to do what I do, how I do it? Well, someone told me I could use my personality. All right, great, cool. I already knew the smile. All right, great, cool. And then I've always just paid attention to English, to language, to speaking, to how people want to hear things and how to present it. And somehow, some way, having the intellect to present it to them so that it's that chess move, but it's the most basic chess move so that you understand what that complex chess move in a very pawn moving way, you know what I mean? And so I analyzed Roy and I said, well, Roy had all of the talent, and then he had the people who were giving him that knowledge, his dad, and just being around the sport for as long as he has, and then being from Florida, you got to be able to talk, you got to be able to use your personality. If you can't do that, they're going to run all over you, you
And
know?
he
So
would tell you himself, he had great junior high school teachers
yeah.
who emphasized grammar and
Mm.
syntax and vocabulary to him.
Yeah.
So he could do it playing it straight.
Yes, sir.
Or he could go street.
He could get dirty if he needed
If he
to.
wanted to go to the other
Yeah,
side
yeah.
and go full street,
Yeah.
Roy could do that
Yeah.
with anybody.
Yeah.
And do it in a variety of different dialects,
Yeah.
like Southern college football
Yes,
or
sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
baseball.
sir.
Or
Yes,
he
sir.
had been in other sports
Yes,
and
sir.
he knew how to talk those things too.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, Roy was gifted in a lot of different
Yeah,
ways.
yeah.
And it'd be very hard for me to go away from the people with whom I worked: Larry, Max, Emmanuel, Roy. They were all
Yeah,
great partners
yeah.
and great allies to me
Yeah.
in helping me build my boxing
Yeah.
career.
Beyond this podcast, you and I will do something one day.
I
Beyond
hope
this
so.
podcast.
I really do.
One more thing, I'm gonna let you go because you're the best. Give me 5 fighters right now that you consider to be the best in the world right now, and why?
Tank Davis,
Yes.
David Benavidez.
Why? I need the why. I need the why. I need the
Okay.
why. I gotta have the
Tank
why.
Davis because he's a rarity
Yes.
in the sense that he's a knockout puncher,
Yeah.
but he's not flooding the zone to find the knockout punch
Yeah,
with
yeah,
a
yeah.
high level of activity and raining punches on the opponent. He's working technically
Yeah.
through his process to set you up and get to the one moment when he can throw one
Yeah,
shot
yeah.
that changes the fight
Yeah, yeah.
and gives him the knockout. The
Yeah.
27 knockouts in 29 fights.
Yeah.
That's no accident. All
No,
right.
no.
And he's cerebral and he's been brilliantly trained. David Benavidez, I think of 2 things: passion and power.
Mm-hmm.
He fights with a visceral passion that he brings to the ring. He's combative.
Yeah.
He wants to show you how dynamic and how meaningful he's going to be
Uh-huh.
in this sport. And
Uh-huh.
when he touches the opponent, things happen.
Yes.
He has detonating
Yes,
power.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
so that's 2 right away. Terrence Crawford, I helped to nurture his career, I think, from an informational standpoint. I saw him when Cameron Duncan had talked Top Rank into putting him in as a throw-in opponent on a pay-per-view card against Bradis Prescott. Bradis Prescott was expected to be the star. He was not the star. Terrence Crawford was the star. I watched all that emerge, so
Yeah.
that was fantastic, fun to see. Let's see. Who have I left out so far?
Alexander Usyk.
Alexander Usyk, yeah, got to put him in there.
You gotta feel like you gotta put him
He's
in there.
unique, and
Yes.
that's. I always say boxing is most importantly about craft. He is a craft master. His side-to-side movement, his punch selection, his ability to set you up for that overhand left shot,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah.
He's magical.
Yeah.
So that's 4 right there, and then I'll say. I don't know. There are 10 other guys. How about
There-
Shawn Porter? When are you going to fight again?
Never. I'm never fighting again. I'm too busy looking for an
I missed it.
opportunity with you.
Absolutely missed
yeah,
it.
Yeah, absolutely you did.
Yeah, but I'll say those 4, and somebody's going to step up in the next few days to show me who.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for your time, Lamps.
My privilege.
I love speaking with you, sir.
Love talking to you,
And
Shawn.
we'll talk soon, okay?
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Jim Lampley, everybody. What more do you want from boxing? What more do you want from a voice? What more do you want from a knowledge standpoint? I think there are people we hold in high regard, and I think it's because it's a necessity.
I got to be fair to Canelo Alvarez. He's right there.
There you go. There you go. I'm not mad
Greatest
at that.
chin in the sport.
Yes.
Talk to you later.
I'm not mad at that. Thank you. Thank you. There you go. And a professional. At his age, I think most people would have expected him to fade to black. They would have expected his mind to start to waver. And as you guys can see, just dynamite top to bottom. Ant's here. I appreciate Antt for giving Jim and I that time. Also, he's eating, getting fat, that kind of stuff. So he'll be over here in a second. I still think that's Andy every time I look at him. Yes. Ready? What Marvel movie coming out? I'm a cleaner, man. I clean. Okay? You just obey your thirst. Did you clean up this morning? No, it ain't. My cleaners come on Fridays, okay? My cleaners come on Fridays. Okay. You want to say that again? You said she knows? Oh, okay. That's all you gonna leave it at, huh?
Yeah.
She knows.
Sometimes that's all you need.
How was lunch?
Lunch was delicious. Shout out to the MGM providing a medium well steak sandwich.
A treat? Was it a treat?
A medium well. Nah, he just ain't got me on.
No, you on.
Oh, I'm on.
Yeah, he got to turn. He'll turn you up.
Oh, okay, okay.
There you go. You want to try to do some calls again today? Try to do some calls.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying that.
I'm willing to do calls.
I'm enjoying that. I'm gonna keep saying this.
Yeah, you be just talking to people like you've been knowing them forever.
I'm gonna keep saying this. I got Paulie Malignaggi coming into town tomorrow, y'all. We're doing a live show on our Patreon, patreon.com/TPWP, or just download the app and subscribe. We got a $5 tier on there. We got a $10 tier on there. We got a $20 tier on there. We got some love for you guys, and we're just gonna keep pouring it out. But we're gonna pour it out over there a little bit more than we do over here. Y'all know me. I can't help but I can't not hold back. You know what I mean? But a lot of stuff we're gonna start pouring it in over there. So we want you guys to go on over there. We're gonna start with that one. I've already spoken to Lamps. If we don't go to North Carolina, he's gonna come out here, and we'll be doing a show with him, and we're just gonna keep pouring it out. There's a number of other
With who?
Jim Lampley.
Oh.
There's a number of other fighters and people that I want to actually do a show with, and all that content will be over at our Patreon. Also, because Sunday is Father's Day, we're going to be doing a morning show live on our Patreon right after this fight happens. So we want you guys to get on our Patreon Friday morning. Check us out. I believe we're going to do 11 a.m. on Friday morning, 11 a.m. Pacific time, right after the show. Hopefully it'll be before you guys get to your Father's Day festivities and all those kinds of
Sunday
things.
morning.
We got Sean Zattel will be coming through, and also Paulie Malignaggi will be there. Antt is still up in the air. But you already know, man, we try to do the best we can, give all of our
Here come
time
Blair the Flair.
to and love to our family. So there he is.
I got that put me in coach energy.
How you doing, man? Anthony.
Moving like he ain't fight a couple days ago.
Can't wait.
Your body don't hurt? Come on, man.
Hell
No.
Oh, damn. Okay, man, you put a defensive class on. If
He
your
said-
body
he said,
don't
I
hurt,
don't know pain.
I heal up fast.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna lie. I came in there and did my thing, and hey man, like I definitely got hit a couple times because I walked out with black eyes and everything, but I healed
Yeah.
up pretty
Well, you
fast.
light skinned, so I mean, you gonna hit yourself and
Yeah.
I mean,
What? Like this
I'm not
light
saying
skin
he
shit
hit you.
is bullshit, man. I'm telling you. Like,
listen. After the fight, you talked about being in the ring with AB. You said that was a dream come true for you. A lot of people don't connect to when a fighter say, "Oh, it was a dream to be in the ring with him." But sometimes it truly is. That's a goal. That's something that we starve for. We see somebody else on TV, and if I had that opportunity, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. How do you feel about after having that experience with AB?
I can't. What can I say? It really was a dream come true.
Yeah.
It was really a dream come true having you. You know what I mean? Talking to you and being involved with some of the greatest trainers that I could possibly ever be involved with. Being involved in the training camp and having the best training camp that I could ever be involved in. Like, and God was on my side. I prayed every single day for this moment, and it happened.
Yeah.
You know, so like that's all I gotta say. Is that it truly was a dream come true.
Was it one of the moments where you remember watching AB coming up and like one day, man, one day, and God bless you with that day?
Yeah, yeah, it's like that. It's like that. And it really wasn't like, oh yeah, one day I wanna beat him up.
I just want,
It's
yeah,
it's just one day I want to get that opportunity, and then also one day I want to be that guy. I
Yeah.
want to be just like AB, just maybe not that type of style.
Yeah.
I couldn't possibly
Yeah.
pull that. But you know,
You got your own style though.
yeah,
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 you
yeah.
got your
I
own.
wanted to be the people's champion and give the fans what they truly deserve. Because I feel like a lot of people in that generation didn't really give those opportunities. You know what I mean, to the younger generation, and also provide that true people's champion charisma. You know what I mean? It's like maybe Keith Thurman helped out a little bit.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? AB was incredible. But in today's era, there's really nobody there. We're talking about the face of boxing, and like, and Tank Davis, and people are more so talking about my fight than even
Yeah.
giving this fight a shot. You
Yeah.
know, and that just speaks volumes as to how important it is to be an entertainer in this sport.
Uh, Blair, are you a funny guy that can box or a guy that can box that's funny?
Bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Like, and sometimes it's not even boxing. Sometimes it's just I can fight. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I got you.
I'm like one of those guys that you throw into like a back alley, and he walks out. He walks out still standing. You know what I mean? I'm a back alley fighter that just so happens to have just a tiny bit of boxing skills.
You know who he reminds me of? If Kenny would have made it. Shawn has a brother that's about your size, everything in box, has a full of personality like you, but also talented at the same time.
Yeah.
But that's who he reminds me of.
He's better than you.
Okay.
Damn.
Damn! I see. I gave you props.
Thought we
Blair.
were friends.
Hey.
You my guy. You my guy. Listen, after that first, after that first knockdown, in your mind, were you like, this is gonna be an early night?
No,
No.
I was just praying. I was just praying that this motherfucker don't get up.
Uh-huh.
Like it looked like he wasn't getting up. He
When
was
you
stumbling,
connected, did
looking
you feel
shit.
like it was one of them ones that he wouldn't get up from?
Well,
When you connected
the
with
same
it?
punch I landed on him, I landed on a lot of people and hurt a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hurt a lot of people. So we got sparring partners that got missing teeth. That got
Damn.
got like
This is what you do.
that got cracked jaws and like hurt top of the head and punches, and a lot of guys that showed up for like a couple a couple days and then don't show up no more and things like that.
Yeah, oh
Like
yeah.
it's a very awkward
Oh, yeah.
punch, and like the
Go
way
give me a
I
box.
I
Go give me a
deliver a
box.
lot of things, it looks like I don't know what I'm doing. It
Yeah.
looks very raw, but it's very deceitful what I can do.
I felt like seeing you the other real quick. Let me do this real quick. 888. Why would you 894 TPWP? Call in if you got a question for. I'm gonna go ahead and call him the champ, Blair Cobs. If you got a question for the Flair, please call in with your question. Say your name and where you're from, and then we'll go from there. Don't call with the BS. Call with some
Yeah,
good mess.
we hang up on people. We ain't got time for the bullshit.
I like the BS though. Like,
Yeah,
yo,
we know. We know.
I'm the shenanigans taker. I was like, yo, come on.
Well, Blair, you can call in with
Roast
some
me,
BS.
baby.
Yeah.
You can call in with some BS.
Roast me.
Blair, man, when you hit him with that shot in the second round, took him a while to get up. When he gets up, I don't even know, what was he trying to catch?
His mouthpiece. What else would he be
Bro,
trying to catch?
the fight would have been over. That was like 20
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah.
That was a lot of shit, man.
I thought it was over.
I'm like, bro, come on, man.
Because
Sometimes we can't just nah.
What
Sometimes
was
you gotta
the ref
get-
doing,
you
Blair?
gotta go
Telling
off
you
the
get in the
book.
corner?
Yeah, I've been in the corner. He was trying to fuck with me in the corner, like.
Why?
The
AB
referee
was.
was chopping it up. The referee was chopping it up with me in the
Chopping
corner.
it up.
Then he goes back to AB.
Yeah.
Takes a 20
Yeah.
second count. But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm like, man, this fight would have been over if I was a ref.
Outside of the ring and outside of the cameras, did you have any offline conversations with AB?
Oh, all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Like me and AB is cool.
Yeah.
Like I have no real quarrel
Yeah.
with AB at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We get it, and like check this out. We get underneath each other's skin. Like
Yeah,
it ain't
yeah.
just me. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like he
yeah.
he young boyed me one time. You know what I mean? I was like, oh shit. I left.
You felt it,
I
yeah.
left like shit.
You felt it.
I gotta come out with this puppet, man.
It's funny because at the end of the day, you get to a point in life, Blair, like when he starts talking the street stuff, somebody can say anything to me. I do not take it serious. I don't care. You can say you're gonna put a bomb in my. Okay. I will call the cops. Okay. I'm a taxpaying citizen, but yeah, people like, man, he probably got Blair shook. At the end of the day, he's a fighter. He gets up in there because he's fearless. He's fearless than you are. That's why he's in the boxing ring. You not.
Let's see. We might have someone
Oh, we
on.
got somebody.
Let's see what
Is
let's see what we got.
Is AB?
It ain't AB. I hear something. Here we go.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We here.
Oh, hi, hey guys. Yeah, I watch you guys a lot. You're Shawn Porter. I rock with you. I watch a lot of your fights. You a GOAT.
Talk to us,
I just
man.
got one
Go.
question I want to ask you guys, right? And it's about the fight later on. I mean, tomorrow with Tank and Frank. I wanted to know, do you guys think it's possible that Frank could go inside that ring, fight against Tank, and then somewhere between like the third, fourth round realize like, I'm probably like he's a little too slow for Tank, or it's pretty much overmatched?
Yeah. Go ahead, Blair.
What I think?
Yeah. Do
Well-
you think that's possible?
I know that Frank can't be too aggressive. Tank has a kryptonite. You know what I mean? That silly ass motherfucker with the crooked eye could have beat him. Tevin Farmer, he
Oh,
could have beat
really?
him. You know what I mean?
Terrence Farmer.
Tank
Tevin
does
Farmer.
have like a kryptonite, and his kryptonite is high level checker players that will just let rounds domino over top of them. But the thing is, you can't be too aggressive. You have to be a very elusive puncher that will be just enough unorthodox and he can't be somebody that like he can see coming. You have to do a whole lot of things to throw him off his game each round and win each round.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I think that Frank Martin has the ability? Well, he's an elite level fighter. He has the ability, but he better have the discipline and not get too overconfident, or he will be facing a canvas just like Ryan Garcia. Ryan threw that damn hook 3 times in a row, in fact, and then
Rolling.
and then
They're
boom,
rolling.
and then boom, he goes out. Rolly, he throws a few a few more punches too much. He gets too
Got too hype,
overconfident
yep.
and throwing in thin air at a elusive, very powerful counterpuncher. He's not a guy that's gonna be like winning rounds. He's going for a checkmate, knockout. You know what I mean? So you can't deal with
Yeah.
somebody that has that much power in a counterpunch. It's just too dangerous to play with. And I think Frank Martin like he has his hands full if he thinks that he's gonna play with Tank
Oh no, you're not gonna play
and
with him.
actually fight him.
Go
I
ahead,
wouldn't
Antt.
fight
Yeah,
him.
so that was Blair gave it a breakdown. I don't think me and Shawn need to go. That was a nice clean breakdown by Blair to
Yeah, I kind
Flair.
of. Yeah, I liked it. I
Wait,
liked it.
wait, wait, wait.
Yeah, I know, but I do want to say this about that question because a lot of fighters it takes more than 3 or 4 rounds for you to feel like you're outmatched.
Hmm.
You're not ready. There's nothing I can do. Usually
That's
that
usually like
happens.
round 8, man.
Yeah, that's usually
That's
closer to
well
that.
that's
Round
well
So
eight.
past the
Okay.
like
yeah,
the
so
half point line. You
if we see Martin start to waver right around like round 7, round 8, round 9,
hmm
we'll see that wavering is because if we look at him not being able to touch Tank, if we look at him getting countered by Tank, even though he ain't get dropped or nothing like that, if we see that waver, it'll be because he feels like he's outmatched. But I don't see that happening. Thank you for the question, though, Big
no,
Okay.
Dog.
I don't see it happen either.
No problem, y'all.
Thanks
Take
for the
care.
call, man.
Got one more. Let's get it.
Yo,
Yo,
it's Rick, Chicago. What's next for Blood of Flood, man?
What's next for Blair to Flair? Look, Ryan Garcia said
Okay.
to Adrian Broner amongst the whole world that he wanted Adrian Broner to end my career, and we were cool. We were good friends. You know what I'm saying? I thought we were friends, man. You know what I mean? I never wished anything I was never against Ryan ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When he was going through his mental breakdowns and stuff, I was always there to lift him up. But like saying all of that at the biggest height of my career where I got the biggest fight I could possibly ever have, you know what? That hurt my feelings. So you know what? It's game on, game time. You want to call everybody out? Well, guess what? Blair Flair is calling you out. It's time to get it. It's time to get it. Run that game. You know what I mean? We got a little bit of experience with each other. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay,
And
okay. How that sparring go? How that sparring
he
go?
knocked me down. He knocked me
Oh,
down.
hey, I give you
I
respect with
didn't
that.
I didn't know I didn't know about the hook. So like he
he
knocked
said
me
I ain't
down.
know about it.
Hell no,
He
because
said
I didn't know this motherfucker from a can of paint. He
Yeah.
looked, I'm
Left
like, look
hook?
at this
Left
goofy
hook?
motherfucker. Yeah, he hit me with the hook.
Okay.
He knocked me down. I got back up. I was like, okay, now watch this. And I made him quit. I broke his ass
Oh.
down, kept my fucking hands and my guard
Yep,
up,
yep.
gut him in the body, beat him down, and fucking make him quit. At the end of the day, Blair Flair wins.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it ain't over.
Mm.
It ain't over for me. You know what I
Flair
mean?
versus
2-year
King Rock.
layoff. It ain't over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A loss to Alexis Rocha with a fucking 1-week notice. But guess what? It ain't over.
Keep going.
Let's bring him in. Let's bring him in.
going.
Appreciate the call, the question, Big Dog.
I'm
Bring
liking
him
it.
in.
I
Bring
like
him
the
in.
sparring section. Okay. You want to join the show?
I'm about to throw in my other personalities. He can ask some questions too.
Oh,
okay.
But my
Here we go.
DID disorder can keep this shit interesting.
That's your brother.
We
That's
got
your
one
brother.
330. Let's go.
Everybody from.
There he is. You there?
You
Let's go.
live on the PorterWay Podcast.
Woo!
Well, okay,
Woo!
okay.
He said, "That's all I want to do."
That's-
Got him.
There we go, baby.
Hey,
Gotta give me a woo.
Hey, he's
Gotta
like,
give it to
if I
me.
can't get Ric Flair, I got Blair the Flair.
Here we go. We got 330. Here we go. Where you at?
Yo, you can hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Oh, you from? We were trying to get this
What did
dude
I
on
just
for.
say?
Hey, we were trying to get this dude on for 2 days.
What's your name,
Yeah,
Big
for
Dog? We
sure.
know where you from.
This Jello from New Orleans, man.
Oh man, I
What's
know
good
that.
with
I
y'all?
know that.
Jello.
Hello.
What's good with y'all? What's up, Shawn? What's up, Blair? What's up, Antt?
What
Talk
up,
to
man?
us.
up?
Talk to us.
I don't really have more of a question. It was something that reminded the press conference on, I believe it was Friday. It reminded me a lot of Floyd and Oscar. How Floyd was doing a lot of antics, getting on Oscar nerves, and you could tell that Oscar was very, very aggravated.
Yeah.
But I like how Frank kept his composure. Like one thing I could see, Frank is not aggravated. He's not letting Tank get in his head. I do think he's really being himself right now, and that's a good thing. Because I think he explained it perfectly. He said, you got to be woke in the Tank, and you definitely got to be woke in there.
Oh, 100.
You can't fall asleep at all. But one thing I see is I don't think Frank could back up against Tank, man. I really don't. Tank is willing to give away them early rounds. You already know that. But once Tank is comfortable and he's walking somebody down, like I think Tank is the second best
offensive fighter in boxing behind Bud. I just think it's Bud, Tank, then Boots. They just have the full arsenal, man. They the full arsenal. And once Tank, you probably even hit Tank with your best shot, but once Tank's feeling, he's like, oh, that wasn't nothing. I got it now. It's a scary game to play with that dude, bro.
Yes,
that Tank is a bad dude, man.
Yeah.
But Frank, I don't like how people are writing Frank off at all.
Yeah.
Frank is a dog, man.
Yeah.
He's a dog.
Listen, Jello, man, we appreciate the call and the comment. I got some good things to say about that. Appreciate you, Jello, for calling in. Listen, I've said this before. Boxing on the back foot is Frank Martin's. That's his game. He's a counterpuncher by nature. Tank is also a counterpuncher that can punch first. So the thing with Tank is, yes, he will get to a point where he might want to walk down Frank, but that works into Frank's rhythm. When you are a rhythm fighter and somebody's giving you the rhythm that you want, you don't have to, now you start to move into autopilot. You don't have to think as much. You know what I mean? So I think as long as Tank's playing it on the outside, now he's gonna force Frank to think. If Tank starts stepping at Frank, now you going into what I do well, what I'm used to seeing people do. I don't have to think about this. I know this check hook. I know it's check hook, stop, drop the left, and roll on to go back to. So I think a lot of people think. I think number one, I think Tank is gonna start faster than we've seen him start in a long time. I don't think they can afford to fall back on the scorecards, and I think they know that. I could be wrong, but I think that's what's going to happen. If they fall down on the scorecards, it ain't going to be as easy as most people think. Most people, yeah. Oh, we got somebody. Here we go. 330.
No, 330 is us.
Oh, 330 is gone. Oh, that's us. Oh, that's us. Oh, that's us. Anonymous. You ain't know that word, did you?
Hello?
Yeah. It's my dad.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. No, it ain't my dad.
All right, well, I got 3 points.
Go.
One is, Blair, did you really knock my man's veneers out?
Yeah. I knocked something out for sure. Like his mouthpiece kept falling out every time I punched him in the mouth, and it fell out probably about like 5 to 7 times throughout the fight. I didn't know that like the tooth came out. I didn't see that, but like we caught it on camera as it was flying. But let me tell you that like Adrian Broner is no pushover, and like people say, hey man, so when did you know that you had him? I never thought that I had him, never. I know that like at a moment's notice he can come out of there and catch me with something. So I had to swim without getting wet the whole time, whole night.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations. Another thing is, Shawn, are you all the way retired? You'll never, ever come back? Are you confident on that?
I'm all the way retired, man. I got enough going on in my life that's keeping me happy and keeping some dollars in my pocket. And, my thing more than anything is I want to be that example that you don't have to be 40 years old still doing this. You don't have to, be 45 still doing this. There's other things that you can do in the world. And beyond that, man, get what you can get out of this thing because this ain't something you're supposed to live in forever,
Well spoken from my mentor.
Yeah.
Showtime, Shawn Porter.
26 years in this thing, man.
Damn.
Yeah, 26 years competing. Appreciate the call, Anonymous. Appreciate you, big dog. Okay, 330. Anonymous? Oh, Anonymous. Depending on where you from. Where you from?
Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
Where you from, Blair?
I'm from Philadelphia.
Okay.
From Philly.
980, talk to us.
Hey, we got to go, man, because Shawn going to make it, man. All right, yeah. Shawn got over here talking to the whole.
Oh, we was kicking him. My fault.
You tripping, bro. You tripping.
I'm like, kicking it, talking to the whole.
I'm like, hold on. He been here for a while.
Hold up. You got anything in closing? You got anything?
Yeah. You got something, Blair?
No. Do you got something?
No. I mean, we can hold up.
You got something in closing?
Hey, man, look. The only thing I gotta say is
wait, we'll be on with you in a second.
The last thing I said in that fight, and I just want to make sure that you guys understand.
I heard it.
Look, we're in the month of mental health awareness.
Okay.
We have Father's Day coming up, and I need to let you guys understand the message that I said before. When like at the end of my fight, it ain't over. It ain't over. It doesn't matter how far, how bad, how things are going. It ain't over. You know what I mean? That's just the message that I want to make sure that you guys understand and that reigns supreme. It ain't over. Now you can check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Blair the Flair. And for more exciting content, officialblairtheflair.com. Woo! The most exciting man in boxing. Keep it up, baby.
When you don't get Ric Flair to walk you out?
Maybe for the next one. Who knows?
Okay, that'll be special.
Who knows?
For
I
you,
had X-Pac for this fight, but X-Pac he had something going on.
Degeneration.
He was actually in town too.
Ah, damn.
But he had something. He had an important thing that he had to do, like in Florida, in Miami at that time. So I couldn't get him to come out with me.
Did you have to practice the Ric Flair woo, or did you have that right out the gate?
Oh man, it just came by nature.
Natural. Every kid got it.
It came by nature.
We got it as a kid.
Oh, you got it? Go ahead, do it.
Woo!
There you go.
What you got?
No, I heard you quivering at the end. You said woo. I heard it quiver at the end.
That's the woo you get when you finally make that finish. You know what I'm saying? When you done finished in
I got
bed,
the Michael Jackson.
it goes from woo to woo.
Hey man, God bless you, big dog. Congratulations on your win. And man, before the end of this year, get back in that ring.
Well, hey man, I'm back in the
Stay
gym.
positive,
I'm
bro.
back in the gym maybe like next week.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna keep this locomotive going.
Yes, sir.
We're trying to get a big fight and capitalize on such a big victory on a great belt. You know what I mean, with the WBC People's Champion belt, and we got a lot of big names that's definitely gonna be in the mix.
Okay.
So let's see what happens in the future for Blair the Flair.
Show you, man. Get a picture.
Good deal. I appreciate you, big dog.
Man.
We'll talk.
Love your energy, bro.
Absolutely.
And who are you?
That's his guy.
Hovering. You just hovering.
That's his guy.
Don't hover.
We had it for a long ass time.
That wasn't that long. Did he leave? Did 330 leave?
No, 980.
Appreciate Rick. I called him Rick. Appreciate Flair. Blair the Flair calling in.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we got you.
424. That's Milwaukee.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
We good, man. How you doing today?
Great, man. I love the show, man.
Thank you.
Dang, I had a question for Blair, man, but he tapped out of there.
Oh.
I can answer.
I asked you guys instead, man. I was thinking, man, do you see Devin Haney and Blair Cobs? Can you guys see that fight playing out in the future?
That's interesting. I'm thinking Blair probably can't get below 147.
Right.
Man, if Haney wants to test it, could he get to 140?
No.
Because I heard Haney wants to move up.
Yeah. 147, that's the only place I could see that fight happening. That's an interesting fight.
It's an interesting fight. I'd hate to see Blair kill himself to get to 47.
To 40.
To 47?
He fought at 47
He fights at 54. That fight was at 47?
The last fight was at 47. I think his last fight was at 47.
Hey, bro, Shawn don't know shit about boxing.
Oh, my.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, 140, they can make it work.
Okay.
They can make it work.
So it's definitely possible Blair can get down much as possible. The closest he's been is 144.
Good question.
Yeah, I can see that playing
out.
I think if they got him to 140, I could see also Bill wanting to fight like that too.
Yeah,
I could see that being a fight that Bill would want.
Because it's interesting to build up and it could be fun fight.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Good question, man. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
You got it.
Man, I wish Blair was definitely here for that one. He definitely would entertain.
Blair gone. No more questions for Blair.
Ooh, we got 817 in queue.
817. Talk to us.
Shawn, this is Kamal. I called you a couple days ago, and you wanted me to get in touch with Antt on Instagram.
I didn't answer,
Kamal
did I?
From Dallas.
And you never hit me up on Instagram.
No, I don't have an Instagram.
Oh, my bad.
I just have I have a Facebook and a Twitter, and then of course email, LinkedIn or whatever. But I don't have Instagram. I don't really know. But we could definitely. I can leave my email in the chat, and you can hit me up sometime.
Okay.
Hey, I'm enjoying listening to the show. I really like it. How do I get those the PorterWay Podcast T-shirts? Really like the T-shirts you guys have.
What's the website for the T-shirts?
Theporterway.com.
Theporterway.com. Get you all your shirts, get your mugs, get your hats, get all the gear for theporterway.com.
Theporterway.com, and then also our Patreon. If you subscribe onto our Patreon, you'll get discounts and things of that nature. So there's more opportunities than one to get our merchandise, as well as get some autograph things as well.
Okay, good, perfect. I'm not on Patreon, but maybe I'll go over there, and I'd definitely love to collaborate with you guys in the future.
Okay.
But let me just say this: since you said you're going to bring on Paulie Malignaggi, Shawn, one of my favorite memories of you was I think Paulie called you an ordinary fighter.
Yeah.
In the build up to your fight, and you
Yeah.
were like, "I'm going to show him how ordinary I am."
Yeah.
And that guy couldn't. He tried to clinch you. He tried to hug you. He tried to do anything, and you just blitzed him, bro. You blitzed him like a Tasmanian
Beat the
devil.
bricks off him.
Couldn't touch you.
Yeah, no, that was definitely one of those fights where I just walked into the ring, knew what it was gonna be, and it ended up being just that. So thank you for the call again. What's his name? What'd you say? Did he cut off?
DA was cutting.
No, Biggie. Leave your information in
I
the
could
chat
just take his number
right now.
honestly.
Take his number. Yeah, get his number. Get his number. It's gone.
Can I touch this? Oh, somebody.
Oh, it'll be in his call log. Let's go, 614. Talk to us.
Yeah, how you doing, Shawn?
We're doing great. Doing great.
I can't hear them.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you.
Of course.
Yeah. I just want to say before I even get into my question, I just want to say, Shawn, man, I appreciate you as a fighter. You never ducked anybody. You fought everybody, win, lose, or draw. You a game changer, bro. You one of my favorite fighters of all time.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Did the best I could. Talk to us. What you got?
Yeah. So my question would be, the biggest competition Tank had in the ring was by far, Pitbull Cruz.
I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah.
I think Pitbull Cruz gave Tank his biggest challenge, and the reason why is because Pitbull Cruz is nonstop.
Yeah.
Like if you stop and think and don't come at Tank, he's gonna pick you apart.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel that's gonna work for Frank if Frank just try to sit out there and just wait and counter off a Tank when he just instead of going at him?
I like that because Tank doesn't have extraordinary long arms. Of course, he has the speed, the quickness, and the explosiveness, but you're moving into a fighter who is a counterpuncher. The thing with Pitbull is Pitbull, yes, nonstop, but predictable. You know, I looked at that fight a little different than I think most people do. I looked at it, of course, Tank had one hand. The other side of that, Tank was able to move and bounce and do whatever he wanted to do at pretty much any given time. Take a look at my fight with your Dennis Ugas. Your Dennis, again, another fighter who was very predictable in terms of the way he was going to move and come at me. I moved everywhere I wanted to whenever I wanted to, you know. So when you talk about being aggressive against Tank, definitely I feel like that's a part of the process, but you got to understand that you're moving into power. The difference in the Pitbull fight is that Tank didn't have that offhand to stop and drop. That hand was gone for that fight.
Got you.
Which is why we didn't see some of the things we've seen in plenty of other fights. But to Pitbull's credit, I've not seen this man get hit and get stunned from anything, you know. So I think a rematch will be interesting, but I don't think we see it.
Yeah, but with Frank's last opponent, Frank took a beating his last fight. I mean, he did not look good. He ended up stopping the guy when the guy was getting up. I don't know if he knew what the count was, if he spoke English.
Yeah, that was
Frank.
That was an interesting ending to that fight. But the other side of that too is because y'all didn't know the name, y'all didn't expect that fight to be competitive. You didn't expect that fight to be complicated. There's sometimes some fights are just complicated, and that ended up being a complicated fight that Frank won. And winning, he grew from that fight. So you're not going to see a repeat of that, you know?
Yeah, I got what you're saying. Well, thank you for taking my call. This is Rick.
Appreciate you, big dog. That was Rick.
he just be cutting people.
Yeah, DDA, like, we got to keep it moving. Do we have a time limit?
Yes, we decided it's 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I knew it was. I knew that's what it was.
Yeah.
All right,
it's 2 minutes.
Minute and a half.
Talking.
Yeah, all right.
How you gonna drop it down a minute and a half?
one amateur round of boxing from here on. 215, talk to us.
Yo, what's up, Shawn? What's
Great,
up,
man.
Antt?
What up, bro?
I love y'all, man. Y'all are the truth, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
I watch y'all deeply.
Appreciate it, man.
Yo, man, but one of my favorite shows was the not talent show, but the fashion show, man. It was hot.
Talking about you, your suit show.
Oh, the fashion show.
Yeah.
We cut that up, man. It's still on there, man. Thank you for that. We're trying to get into some more, and I'm actually planning on putting on my own show as well, hopefully before the end of this year. So we'll see what happens. But I appreciate you supporting the suit line, man.
Are you selling stuff yet?
Yeah, listen, man, we selling things. SP Suits is the Instagram. You go on over to the Instagram, send a DM over there, and then we can move forward from there.
Okay, that's what's up. And then also, I'm from Philly, and yo, man, I love your footwear too, man. Those shoes, the shoes, the socks, the way everything just matched together was fire.
We're putting it all together, man. I appreciate
you
for that.
He got it coordinated. It's out there coordinated.
Yeah, I ain't never forgot about that. God coordinate.
and always, and why you always in those Crocs, man?
Every day, babe. If I could wear Crocs to work, I would. I own my own company. That's the only reason why I don't do it, because it's unprofessional. I love Crocs. They're comfortable, baby. Hey, the older you get, it's all about comfort, ain't about styles.
And then shoes, and socks, y'all the man. But thanks for taking my call.
Thank you, man. Have a blessed day, bro. More blessings to you.
So, Chemo Oz, I believe is how you say that name. He said he didn't get to put his question. He didn't get to ask his question. He got cut off. No biggie. Put your email in the chat right now. We're gonna grab it and then we'll delete it. You know what I mean? We don't want no funny business. But to your question, he said break down. He wants me to break down the training matchup, Calvin Ford and Derek James. And I want to mention this because as I was talking to somebody yesterday, I realized what's going on. I said, listen, this is subliminal. When Calvin Ford, Coach Calvin Ford gets on the podium and he says, push them buttons. We want you to push them buttons. Guess what? They know that Frank Martin is going to come to the ring and do some things that are going to challenge Tank Davis. So that was the subliminal. We know we're going to get challenged. So when this challenge comes, we want everybody to think, oh yeah, this is what we wanted. We know it's coming, but we want everybody to think that we're comfortable. We wanted to push these buttons.
We're comfortable being uncomfortable.
Give us a chance to make some adjustments. And I'm not taking anything away from Calvin Ford and saying that, oh yeah, anything like that. But they know that Frank is going to come to the ring and do some things that they haven't seen anybody else do, and he's going to move again with that counter puncher stance, waiting on that left hand, waiting on that check hook, and things of that nature. They know that that's coming. For Derek James, I think they're going to try to start this fight at the same pace they always start at, doing the things that they always do, and I think they're going to try to make adjustments along the way. I think unlike a lot of, or most of, Derek James's other fighters, I'm not going to say any names, I firmly believe that Frank Martin can go back to the corner, receive information, go back out there, make true adjustments, come out a little different than you did before because it's what's necessary. So I think after that, I think Calvin gonna be saying, yeah, we got him exactly where we want him, and they're gonna start moving accordingly from there. So I think we're gonna see a lot of adjustments in this fight, and I think it's gonna be a good one. Is that B? Nutra Bio reveals recent testing found no estrogen, ostarine in the same lot that Ryan Garcia's supplement came from. So thoughts? That's and yes, that is more than a 6-month ban. So basically, they went and they found that all of those that batch that his was made in. They said there was no other strands of estrogen found in any of the other ones. And so, yeah, I mean that's conclusive evidence that you tampered with your own supplements and did something yourself. It should be more than 6 months, but we'll see what happens. What we doing?
Wrap it up and we're going to the weigh-in.
Oh damn! All right.
2 o'clock.
Okay, shoot. I was in here having fun,
I
but
know
yeah,
you
we gonna.
you should have got here like 9 o'clock. You are loving it right now.
Yo, listen, we gonna get
so
on
it's the new
over.
move. We're gonna be coming here 2-3 hours earlier.
Nah, today, because some
Okay.
people are supposed to come in here. I don't think we missed anybody.
What about
We
after?
did miss what's his name. I don't know if you saw him.
Steven Jackson?
Yeah, we did miss him.
What about coming in here after?
But yeah, we're gonna come back after. So listen, we're going on over to the weigh-in. The weigh-in starts live right here, 3 p.m. Pacific time. We'll see you guys live at the weigh-in. Then right after the weigh-in, we'll be right back here.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll be in here kicking it with a couple of more guests before we close on the day. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. This is the PorterWay.
That means you're out.
If you was a producer, that's what you be doing.
Say something.
Welcome in. How you doing?
Exit that way. Thank you.
What is media doing?
I'm not sure.
Down the escalator. That's why I get so packed. Welcome in, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Literally, the MGM built our careers, and I'm very grateful for that.
I say boxing at its best. The film got the best fighting the best right here in this grand arena.
The Tonkin era, he would put up 5-6 championship fights in one card. Mike Tyson, Chavez, Holyfield. The quality of the fights was unbelievable.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the one, the only Mike Tyson.
I always say that me, Mike Tyson, and Kirk Kerkorian built Las Vegas. Tyson had this unbelievable rivalry.
Ladies and gentlemen, we
at that point, he thought Mike's career was done. But it made both Mike and Evander bigger.
Fighting out of the blue corner, really needing no introduction.
Then came Floyd Mayweather and his era.
His biggest moments were at the MGM.
He's been scribed for style. This fight is over.
I'll never forget that. Floyd Mayweather in his great victory against Diego Corrales.
Floyd took the pound for pound from Oscar and Rana for more than a decade.
Hey, somebody tell him that we're just getting started.
I remember being in the Golden Gloves and seeing Floyd fight Cotto and the MGM and seeing how many stars that was, out there.
Boy, he's giving him some boxing lesson. What a show Floyd Mayweather has put on.
Pacquiao had some amazing fights at the MGM when he knocked out Ricky Hatton.
Oh my gosh, what straight to take.
Mayweather and Pacquiao, that fight, that was such an anticipated fight. The MGM just erupted. And I think of so many of those moments in my life that happened that were memorable moments, goosebump moments, holy shit moments, and they all came at the MGM.
Please welcome Saul Canelo.
It is happening at the MGM Grand Arena, Las Vegas. Listen to this crowd.
Es una arena histórica, ¿no? Creo que cualquier peleador quiere pelear ahí, ¿no? Por la historia que tiene, tantos años, tantas grandes peleas que ha habido ahí. Es magnífico.
Canelo Floyd was a very important fight. Floyd Mayweather was the face of boxing, and Canelo Alvarez seemed to be the fighter that was going to take that on Floyd.
No, esa noche estaba llena de mexicanos, ahí retumbaba la arena. Fue algo especial. Obviamente fue triste para mí, para todos los mexicanos por la derrota, pero fue un aprendizaje muy grande también para mi carrera. Convertirme en el Disputed es una de las noches más importantes de mi carrera, y que haya sido en el MGM, pues es algo muy especial, porque va a quedar otra historia marcada ahí en el MGM. Y seguramente los jóvenes, los peleadores que vienen hacia arriba, van a querer, van a estar pensando volver a pelear ahí en el MGM, ¿no? Por toda la historia que sigue habiendo.
The transition from boxing as we knew it in Las Vegas to what we know today was because of the Grand Garden 30 years ago.
So many legendary fighters have fought at the MGM. This fight being a 100th fight at the MGM, like this history.
Me just being a part of that is amazing. It's going to be a legendary night.
It all goes down tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. Las Vegas, make some noise if you're excited for tomorrow night's 100th Championship Fight Night. Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin coming your way. The weigh-in at the top of the hour. What a night it is going to be here in Las Vegas as Premier Boxing Champions on a pay-per-view and Prime Video. What a night we are going to see as we have Gervonta Davis looking to remain undefeated against Frank Martin, who also holds a perfect record. Ladies and gentlemen, you do not want to miss this night of action. Nothing like being here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena for a big fight night. Co-main event, David Benavidez takes on Alexander Gvozdyk. Now, if Benavidez wins, he will show what a force he is at 175, but he does want a matchup against Canelo Alvarez if he's successful. Las Vegas, if you'd love to see David Benavidez and Canelo get at it, make some noise. First, he's got to beat Alexander Gvozdyk. Also, tomorrow night at 5 o'clock, we start the pay-per-view at 5 local time. It'll be Gary Antoine Russell, who looks to remain undefeated. 17 fights, 17 wins, All of his wins by way of knockout. He'll take on Alberto Puello, who's undefeated from the Dominican Republic. That will be Elijah Garcia, just 21 years of age from Phoenix, Arizona, putting his undefeated record on the line from Wilmington, Delaware's own Kyron Davis. Also, in the super featherweight division, the rivalry between the Philippines and Mexico is renewed, as we have the former WBC featherweight champion of the world, Mark Magsayo, going head-to-head against Eduardo Ramirez. Our weigh-ins come your way. Top of the hour, I'm going to turn it over to DJ D. Miles as we inch closer to seeing the fighters face off for the final time.
How you doing? Good to see you.
By the way, I realized last night I went to text you. I didn't have your number. I only have your dad's.
Yeah.
I wanted to thank you when we were.
Yeah.
Bubba Dub, social media influencer, the hottest new comedian out there, doing a great job, has so much going on. Great that he's here for Gervonta Davis, Frank Martin, the 100th championship fight night in the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Bubba Dub, ladies and gentlemen.
Appreciate you, man. How everybody doing today? Make some noise. Where my Baltimore family at? Make some noise, Baltimore. All right, Detroit, where y'all at? Indianapolis, where y'all at? Where my Mexican fans at? Make some noise. Y'all ready to see a great fight this weekend or what, man? Y'all ready or what? I ain't even supposed to be here, fam. I'm supposed to be at the crib babysitting them kids. Never. Hell with them kids, man. Let me talk to y'all parents for a minute, man. Is it me or is their homework harder than it's ever been these days? That homework harder than a motherfucker. That math, I didn't know that goddamn math when I was in school. How in the hell am I gonna know that math now? My kids come home with their hard-ass homework, I send it right back to school with a note on it. Y'all figure this shit out at the school. I got real bills going on in this goddamn house. Real talk, y'all. But I hope y'all enjoy yourself. The fight is on Amazon Prime. Make sure you go to the fight. If you don't go to the fight, buy the fight. Y'all bet not stream that damn fight, because your ass going to jail. Letting you know right now, if I catch y'all streaming that fight, I'm calling y'all right now. Your asses is trash. Right now. So enjoy yourself this weekend. Give it up for Tank. Give it up for Frank. Give it up for Benavidez. Give it up for all the people on the undercard. Give it up for PBC, y'all. Give it up for PBC. And to all my fans, I love y'all, but some of y'all brush stink. Get some gum. I'm out.
Thank you very much, Bubba Dub. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting closer to the weigh-in. Coming up, top of the hour tomorrow night. 5 o'clock is when the pay-per-view starts. 2:30 prelims. You do not want to miss it. Buy your tickets at the box office, or if you have family and friends that are out of town, tell them very easy. It is PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. We have 4 championship fights. It is headlined by Gervonta Tank Davis matching up against Frank Martin. Both men are undefeated. Co-main event for the interim WBC light heavyweight championship of the world, looking to remain undefeated. David Benavidez matches up against the Ukraine Alexander Gvozdyk. Back to DJ D Miles as we get you closer to the weigh-in here in Las Vegas.
Just walk by? Yeah. All right. We here. We live. I'm cool with everybody, big dog. I'm cool with everybody except for one of them. Cool with everybody except for one of them. You know, it's always a bad.
Except for one of them?
It's always a bad batch. You know what I mean? It's always one in the bad batch. In the good batch. Well, how you say that?
Yeah, it's one in the bad batch.
Yeah,
you're right.
It's always one in the good batch, right? Because
hey, out of all my brothers and sisters, there's one that's getting on my last damn nerves.
Yes, he said.
Shout out to my brothers and sisters.
It's one that's getting on your last damn
Man.
nerve. You keep giving them chances?
Only because they're my brothers and sisters. I ain't gonna say. Yeah. That's why you see I said brothers and sisters.
You ain't cut them off yet, huh?
Nah, but they pushing it.
You don't think you're gonna cut them off?
I might probably.
Well, you think you would cut somebody off before me? You think I would cut somebody off before you?
I never played my cutoff game. I've cut my parents off before.
Hold on, what?
Yeah, we never talked.
Yeah. I'm familiar.
Hey, we put out too much info. Right?
Everybody at home, like, did you hear what Shawn said? Are you cut off? When you last time talked to him? We here. We live at the weigh-in. About to get it going. I think we got a good 15, 20 minutes before they actually get the weigh-in in. And I'm thinking about it, I'm like, yo, why are we actually here? We just here to see if anything foolishness, anything foolish pops off.
Yeah.
Right, Antt?
I mean, that's why we're here. You know what, Shawn? I know they probably already had the ceremony. They already had the official weigh-in. But have you heard the weights or anything yet?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm glad. I wouldn't be surprised. Surprise me.
How you know the official been done yet?
I know. I'm pretty sure they did.
Nah, you could probably go to some. I'm sure somebody.
I don't want to.
Somebody got it.
I'm gonna be surprised. I'm gonna act surprised too. If somebody missed weight, I don't know. But
So nowadays, I don't know what the deal is now.
Yeah.
What it used to be, you get 2 hours from the weigh-in, or is it 1 hour? I think you get 1 hour from the weigh-in to lose whatever weight you got.
Hey,
But
I'm my guy.
because they do the weigh-in so early now, I don't know if they give you more time to lose that weight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the deal is. You know?
No, you still get a chance to come back.
No, but
how
I'm
much
saying
time?
in terms of how much time, yeah. When I fought your dentist, I think it's 2 hours. You get 2 hours beyond the weigh-in to actually make the weight.
Most stressful 2 hours of your life?
Honestly, I could say that was definitely one of the most stressful 2 hours of my life.
Hey, you say now that you say, Shawn, that was 2 hours, it felt like 8 waiting up in there for you, bro. I remember that. If I went back in my mind, I'm like, damn, probably worked like 10 hours for Shawn. Nah.
The funny thing is, it 2 hours to get the weight off, and my dad was like, obviously we knew we was already overweight, so my dad was kind of a little laxed about the situation. Like we just got to get to the gym and we'll work it off, right? But my energy, I ain't want to go to the gym,
you say, forget
and
it.
I ain't want to
Fuck
work it off,
Fuck
and so that put my dad on another level. So we really, out of 2 hours,
no silent beefing.
Yeah. So out of 2 hours, we probably got like 40 minutes of working. You know what I mean? Because my dad was lax, like, all right, yeah, we know the deal. And then when he seen finally he ready to move and I wasn't, he like, what's going on? I was like, I don't care. I don't want to do this. He's like, hold on. This ain't what I was expecting.
No, it's not an option.
Yeah, so that's how it go, man. But I'm not sure if they – I don't know, man. If somebody was overweight, I don't know what the situation would be like.
Well, that'd be really interesting.
And you don't have a lot of managers and or promoters like what's his name that manages Ugas or was managing.
Salas?
No, not Salas.
Oh.
I can't think of his name.
Samson?
No. Manages.
There you go. He switched up on him.
Also manages Caleb. I can't think of his name.
I just know the girl.
Huh?
I just know like the girl. I don't know the.
Nah, you don't know positions. Then you don't know who in position.
Oh, you talking about the dude that manages Danny Garcia?
No.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Now I got to go on his name to go find his name. Well, anyway, he was pushing the envelope. He like, but you don't get a lot of that in the game where you got somebody who's willing to go to bat
I remember
for you.
You say you shook his hand because he gave you a chance.
Yeah. I can't think of his name right now.
Kubis,
yes.
He wasn't. He don't manage Danny, but he was with Danny. Okay, but yeah.
Yeah, he was managing. So, but you don't have a lot of managers like him. 100%. I got a call.
I would have definitely said, Shawn, either you pay us $500,000 or you go make the weight. I wouldn't have gave much of a shot. So I think, Shawn, one thing about this, guys, is we get a lot of people call, hit us up. They always want to be on the floor with us. It's not as easy as you think to get anybody on the floor. Obviously, yes, if it was my brother, sister, lady, mom, dad, something like that, yeah, I get you on the floor. But, hey, everybody I can't get down here, man. It's a lot of levels of security to get us down here. So I think Shawn probably got somebody contacting him right now. Actually, somebody talking to him on the phone right now. So, you got to go on stage? Hey, Shawn is the guy that PBC uses from time to time. PBC just called Shawn to go on stage. You want to jump on the headphones? Hey, they ain't getting on. No, they ain't going. Yeah. Why the fuck are they ain't going to go? Nigga, what are you talking about? So yeah, PBC uses Shawn from time to time to do fill-in spots, and this is one of them times. They bringing Shawn Porter to the stage. My man Skip in the building. Hey, why y'all always using Shawn from time to time? They just called Shawn and brought him to the stage. Don't say nothing crazy. We're on live. Oh, okay, all right, cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting closer to our weigh-in.
Oh, wait.
Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin. That happens tomorrow night.
Can you go to the stage for Shawn Porter?
It is PBC
DDA?
pay-per-view on Prime Video. Right
So
now,
PBC grabbed Shawn Porter.
who has fought inside this arena.
Hey,
now,
they love subbing Shawn in
over the world.
for
Check him out.
a
It is
break.
the
I mean,
PorterWay
for some time wasting.
You gotta fill that time in, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta stretch it, gotta stretch it.
Showtime, you have fought inside this arena. You know what it's like to be a part of big fight nights. What does it mean? Okay, once. But you've been a part of some major events. You went ahead and had a big win over a two-runner here inside this arena. But what's it like when fighters compete here at the MGM Grand Arena?
We love it. I mean, I even love that the weigh-in is open to the public and it's filling up in here. These fighters deserve it. We want to be seen. We want to show out. And when we hear that noise, that gets us going. You know, so that's what's most important about a big fight in a big arena like this. You fill it up and you give everybody what they want.
So you're telling me that the louder the fans cheer, the better you perform. You haven't been in that spot many times?
Listen, unless you're on the canvas. If you're on the canvas and they screaming, then you got a different story. But yeah, for the most part, you hear all of the good stuff, you hear all of the bad stuff. Sometimes you hear the stupid stuff, but it always pushes you forward. You know what I mean?
Now, Gervonta Davis in our main event looking to go to 30-0. Just looking at him by himself, how special is Tank Davis?
Special, man. He honestly has put himself in a class of his own. I always like to say that he's fought himself out of the shadow of Floyd Mayweather. I think he got more recognition than most fighters would at his age because of Floyd, but he certainly has burst through that shadow and he stands by himself now. Power is undeniable, and the skills to go along with it. I love hearing Calvin Ford say, push them buttons, Frank, push them. Yeah, trust me, Frank gonna push them buttons, and we're gonna see both these guys do some things we haven't seen them do before.
Let's talk about Frank Martin. Frank Martin, 18-0, 12 knockouts. He's a southpaw. Trains under the guidance of Derek James. You know, his promoter is Errol Spence Jr. from Andon Promotions. But can you tell us about how good Frank Martin is? Because I don't think we've quite seen anywhere near the best that Frank Martin has to offer.
You know, first off, I got to shout out Errol Spence Jr. Check out, again, the PorterWay Podcast. Check out the interview that we did yesterday. Phenomenal interview. But he said something to me yesterday on the show that I don't run into a lot of promoters and managers telling me that they've given advice to fighters. You know, seeing Errol on the stage with this fighter yesterday on the press conference, to me that was special. And then he told me, he said, I told him, every fighter has to be here at some point. You tell me what champion never had that first experience. Everybody's saying you've never experienced this before. So what? At some point they had it. Be yourself, be calm, be cool. And I felt like he was giving his fighter a lot of emotional and mental support, which is something that a lot of us need, you know. Once you get past that though, the kid can check off a lot of boxes. Speed, power, quickness. He's very intuitive. He's a counterpuncher. He's not gonna be running into stuff like y'all seen a lot of Tank Davis's past opponents do. I mean, this one is gonna be tactical. Enjoy the chess match, y'all. This one is gonna be a chess match, trust me. I think for me, it meant something when I lost it, but I didn't understand it until it was gone. But I never looked at my loss like, well, I got a loss. It don't matter if I lose now. No. I wanted to win every fight, you know. But when you actually have that it does mean something. When you feel that fight slipping away from you, you can hold on to something. That is something that you can grab a hold of.
Speaking of being undefeated, David Benavidez now fighting at 175, taking on Alexander Gvozdyk. For David Benavidez now coming up to a new weight class, 7 pounds north. What are you expecting out of the undefeated David Benavidez?
You know, I think the challenge that a lot of people expected to see from him at 168 is, to me, there's no one that can challenge him at 168. Those challenges are now at 175. He's fighting guys just as big as he is, Gvozdyk. He's fighting guys that have a lot of experience. or he will be. You know, this is the first challenge at 175. I think that this will be one of the more evenly matched fights that we'll see David in. David has always had the X factor everybody's been in the ring with. Caleb Plant, for example. Caleb just as fast as David. Most guys aren't as fast as David at 168. Caleb just as fast, but doesn't have the strength to keep off that monster. I think moving up to 175, the playing field is going to be a little more even. If anything, we'll have more speed with both the hands and the feet, and that'll offset everything for him moving forward. We'll see.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, obviously, David Benavidez, he has his focus on Alexander Gvozdyk here at 175, but we have heard throughout the week that he has no problem going back down to 168 for one particular name. We all know Canelo Alvarez. That's what David Benavidez wants. I'd love to see it. I'm sure you would as well. But in your estimation, how big of a fight could that be for the sport of boxing?
That is the fight, in my personal opinion, that David Benavidez needs to become a superstar in boxing. And I say this respectfully because this fight with Gvozdyk, I'm sure if I ask how much of y'all know what y'all know about Gvozdyk, it won't be very many people screaming, hooping, and hollering. You got to promote both sides. And I feel like when it comes to David Benavidez, we know him to be the monster. Let's talk about who he's getting in the ring with. You know what I mean? Let's talk about how great and exciting this fight is going to be. If you keep pushing the monster and the monster scaring everybody away, you know, you don't have anything to work with. Right now, Canelo Alvarez at 168 is the guy, I think, that makes David Benavidez the star. I'm going to say it. If y'all ain't seen the PorterWay Podcast, Canelo cannot beat David Benavidez.
Wow, you're saying that?
Whoa! I respect Canelo. He can't beat him. That's why he ain't calling his name. And I think in the last fight he had against Munguia in the post-fight, he hinted at fighting Benavidez. I don't think it's going to happen. I think we see Benavidez stay at 175 and fight his way to becoming the superstar that he should already be.
Possibly matchups against better BM or Bebo?
Oh, absolutely. That's what we're waiting on.
You imagine those fights?
I don't think we see better B, but I definitely feel like we should be able to see David Benavidez get the ring with Bebo. To me, that might be a 50-50 fight.
Love that.
That might be 50-50 fight. I know, like I said before, we haven't seen David in a lot of contending fights where from round one to the end of the fight, it's been a competitive fight. At some point, he just takes off. Bebo, I think that might be the most 50-50 fight out here for
That's what I'm trying to do, but
you're on to something. If you think of Bebo, Alexander Gvozdyk, Shawn, you're a busy man. What do you got coming up on the PorterWay Podcast? How can people subscribe?
PorterWay Podcast, we're live every Tuesday. You guys subscribe. We're on every podcast platform. We're on YouTube. I always tell y'all, check out the YouTube because that's when you get to see the characters be characters. We love it on there. And we got a lot of comedians coming on, a lot of actors coming on, and we're taking it to another level. Also, our Patreon, subscribe to our Patreon, Tpwp.
Ladies and gentlemen, Showtime, Shawn Porter, give it up. Of course. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting closer to our weigh-in. We have our announcers. Miguel Flores handling the prelims, Jimmy Lennon Jr. after that. But I want to know, Las Vegas, if you're here to see.
All right, so we got my man Shawn Porter. He held it down on stage. He's a, dang, what would you call Shawn, a time filler? What do you call that?
Shawn is what do you say, the hardest working man in boxing. More proof. You gotta love him plugging the show.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, Shawn always. Hey, man, Antt dropped a little bomb talking about Canelo cannot beat David Benavidez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bold statement.
Very bold.
Bold statement. Might not get him a lot of love in Guadalajara.
Yeah. So hey, he better stay out of south of the border.
But that might be good for his relationship with the Benavidez family.
Yeah, we got to mend that. We ain't got no problems with y'all, man.
You know, a lot of static there for no reason.
The Benavidez is trying to fight us about 2 to 3 times as of now.
We'll see. Gotta, next time we see Jose, we'll know.
Hey, be like, Jose, remember what Shawn said? In front of everybody? What's Shawn at?
In front of the whole world?
Yeah.
Shawn probably back there doing another interview.
They got Shawn on Fox Sports now.
Inside PBC.
Yeah, inside PBC, all the extras.
Yes, sir.
Man, this event it's not as packed as I thought it was gonna be, man.
Yeah, I think I think the opponents for both Tank and David Benavidez isn't getting anybody's blood boiling.
Yes.
But I mean, it's still a decent turnout for a weigh-in.
Yeah. But I wish, like Shawn said, I wish they would have promoted Frank more than they did.
Yeah,
obviously
used it.
Tank. For the most part, you honestly could go 70-30 on the promotion and push Frank more because everybody know who the hell Tank is.
Yeah, I would agree. I think I think Frank did his part, but didn't do anything to really stir up the promotion. He didn't. He was pretty respectful. We need a little chaos. We need a little controversy.
Yeah. All we need a solid push today.
We need something that can go viral.
We need a solid push.
Tonight.
I'm okay with a slap.
The weigh-in is where you sell the pay-per-views.
Hey, what if we get a Jose Benavidez, Terrence Crawford?
Get a little choke, a little swing. I mean, Tank. I think Frank's gonna be ready because that little flinch ain't go too well.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I know. A lot of people killed him about the flinch.
Yeah, so I think Frank gonna be ready for any nonsense today.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna pass it back to Showtime now.
Okay, Shawn Porter back in the building. Hardest working man in boxing. He always somewhere.
Who that?
You.
Oh,
hey,
me.
Man, we call you a time filler.
A who?
A time filler.
And then
you went over there and dropped the bomb. We'll never get Canelo after that.
No. We was never getting Canelo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What if I get it going?
No, but
thank you.
Hey, but you got
all right, damn it.
You got us in a good eye with the Benavidez. I've been
in almost,
I could. I've been in almost 3 fights with the Benavidez. So
I was doing the best I could.
Yeah.
When's the last time you almost got into a fight with Benavidez?
When me, you, and Crawford was backstage.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I should said that.
That was one right there. I said about that.
I ain't gonna say what he said in my ear, but Crawford had your back. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening.
Hey.
That's what's happening. Did I happen to say something that you didn't expect?
Oh no! I mean, I didn't expect you to say it out loud on the world stage like you just said it, but that's true.
We are on the world stage every time we turn on.
Oh, my bad.
We are on the world stage.
I'm downplaying us.
Yeah, hell yeah! Every time we turn on, this was no bigger than what we do.
Okay. All right, my bad.
Yes, sir. Yeah, this ain't no bigger than what we do. This
bad.
Probably smaller than what we do.
My bad.
Damn it, we reaching Australia and the Philippines, India.
Yeah. Oh man, but that was a good time up there. Shawn up there held it down for the PorterWay Podcast. Held it down for PBC. My man's always working.
And I ain't stuck. Damn it.
Oh, you see yourself up there?
No.
Okay. Why didn't you do the thing that little kids do?
When I walked up?
No. When you just see yourself on the...
I thought that was Hafey behind you.
That is very racist of you.
That ain't racist. That looks just like Hafey.
You know, all he is a white man with a beard.
Or a white man with a red beard.
Hafey ain't ginger?
100% ginger. What you talking about?
Hafey is a ginger?
Yes.
Where's Hafey at? hey man, Hafey. No, there's no way Hafey's a ginger.
100%.
Okay.
See if we can get somebody on this thing. What's his name in the building? There you go, LT Gray. Okay. We good? We good with everything? Okay. See if I can slide somebody on this thing. What we got? What they saying in the chat, Antt?
I don't know. Right now I'm responding to people that's coming to my house asking me what should they bring.
How many people you got coming to your house?
I'm going to keep it real small. We're going to keep it around 10 to 15 people.
Why they not coming to my house?
You don't know all these people. You want Jalen's best friend parents to come over?
Hold on, for what? Why is Jalen's best friend's parents.
Hey, man, that's what you sign up for when your kid goes to school, okay?
And
we do play dates and everything.
Do you?
Yeah.
I told Diggy, I said, we're not calling them play dates no more. We're calling them play days.
Oh, so y'all don't go?
I told him we ain't calling no play date. I'm talking about play date. No, play day. Let's have a day of playing with your friends that are boys.
Okay, all right.
That's what we do.
And he hold his boy down because his boy's a preemie, so he be holding his boy. When the kid punked this boy, he pulled up on him.
Say it again?
The kid's a preemie, means he was born.
Oh, Jalen.
Friend.
You said, hold on, Jalen been holding him down?
Yeah, he be holding him down.
That's what's up.
Hey, some dude's messing with him, he pulled up on him. I'm like, okay.
That's what's happening.
Okay, that's what's happening. There you go. Hey, my lady said she definitely wants tickets. Yeah, I'll have Shawn hit you up.
Yeah. We'll put it together. One more game? I'll make sure we clip it. When we clip it, we get it all to you. Yup, in a minute. I appreciate that. Yup. I'm gonna mess with him while he in town. I'm gonna have shout out to Chico Bean. We had him come on.
Get the go karts or something?
Huh? All the good stuff. We had him come on about 3 days ago. I think 2 or 3 days ago now. 2 days ago, we had Chico come on. So we're gonna do a show with him. And again, like I said, man, a part of the PorterWay Podcast, I want to expose the boxing world and show y'all who watching that y'all didn't know was watching. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of comedians, a lot of actors out there, a lot of athletes and musicians that y'all never knew were big boxing fans. Y'all fans of theirs never knew that they was watching what y'all watch.
Shawn, should we say the PorterWay Podcast is an experience?
Absolutely. The PorterWay Podcast is the experience.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I didn't even. Hey, I didn't know I was riding this roller coaster.
Matter of fact, thank y'all for enjoying for joining the experience.
It didn't come clean.
No, it didn't. I had something for y'all.
Hey, it was set up to be clean, but it didn't go clean as you thought it was gonna go. Oh man, what they talking about in the chat?
Sometimes you come off the top. Sometimes it don't come the way you expect it to. No. I didn't call out. Listen, I ain't call out Canelo. I'm not saying nothing that ain't nobody else saying.
Yeah.
It's just because I said it. Yeah. Y'all say it at home. Boy, I can't say it in public.
And you are who you are.
Yeah.
That puts a little sting on it.
Listen.
Now, if Canelo get in your DMs, then what you gonna do?
I will never see him. So there's that.
Okay.
There's that.
If he pull up on me, be like, hey, you with him? I'm going to show him the video at my house.
Listen, I didn't need to spend time up there explaining why I said it.
There go my guy.
But if I spend time up there explaining why I said it, happy birthday, big dog. If I spend my time up there explaining why I said it, then nobody would be like, ooh. So join the PorterWay Podcast experience on Sunday, and we'll explain why. Got it on that one.
Hey, Shawn, we have a super chat.
Oh, we got
from Dane Lawrence. Can you make 168?
Listen, the film that I'm doing, I'm making 160.
He's looking for a super chat.
All right. the film that I'm doing, I'm making 160. Okay. So don't talk to me about 168. Okay. Talk to me about 160. Chiseled too. I'm gonna be chiseled.
For the film?
Yeah. Got to. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do a real weigh-in at a fight.
Okay.
So that's how we do it. Yeah, that's how we do it.
Who you talk to? You haven't talked to anybody about that yet?
Don't worry about it. When the time comes.
You need me to call Brittany for you?
No, I got Brittany. I got Mr. Goosen, okay?
Oh, damn. I'm talking to the junior. You talking to a whole other generation. Right. My bad.
Why Progressive calling me?
Yo, what?
Progressive. Why Progressive calling me?
All right, they're trying to sell you some insurance.
Shout out to Progressive.
Somebody stole your house?
No.
Oh, okay.
I hope not.
Who you got insurance?
Should I call on home?
Damn.
I'm with Progressive.
If I was a shoe nigga, I would have slept you. My bad. Hey, my bad, y'all. I forgot I was on the show.
That's a whole lot.
I was on the show.
That's a whole lot.
I forgot I was on the show. My bad. Y'all didn't hear me say that.
And you gotta tell them somebody stepped on your shoe.
Bro, he just literally stepped on my shoe and just kept it walking.
You acting like they clean though. They ain't all that. You know
they comfortable.
You got no Crocs on.
Hey,
not no all white Forces on.
No. I can't afford all that. You talking big money. Shout out to the dude that called and said, Antt, why you always got Crocs on?
Can we do a guess?
No, not right now. Not right now. He's going.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm not calling a guess.
Not right now. Not right now.
See, Big Boy, come on. Yeah, get that together.
Who the hell is Big Boy?
Big Boy. That's not so big no more.
Oh, I didn't even see him sitting over there. I was
Yeah.
looking for big dudes.
Big Boy that's still just really tall. We was cooling last night.
Oh, man, why ain't I get an invite?
I ain't had time to invite you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I respect it. I respect
I had time to invite
it. Man,
you.
my son's playing football.
You said your son playing football?
Yeah, man.
Right now?
Yeah, I'm throwing the ball.
At daycare?
No, he's running at me and I'm tackling him.
He can catch.
Yeah, but I mean, he goes like that.
Yeah.
But as soon as he hit, I'm like, boom, Sean Taylor.
I just feel like, you
Shawn
big.
Taylor.
Like, you wasn't really athletic. You was just a big guy.
I was physical.
Yeah, you was physical.
Yeah.
And you was at the right place at the right time.
No, I was physical and I had more willpower. I was watching my tape. I'm like, I'm just out working people.
Yeah,
I wasn't the most talented.
You said, no, that's not no talent.
I wasn't the most talented. I'm willing to go where you're not willing to go.
That's funny. Antt said I had no talent.
No, I didn't say that now.
Yeah, you know you did.
I didn't say I didn't have the most talent. I was willing to do what you were not willing to do.
Ready?
Hey, look, he is not redheaded. Hey, he is not a redhead.
Hafey, come here.
Nah, hey. Hey, he.
Shut up.
Nah, hey, racist.
Shut up.
Racist.
I'm not racist.
Racist.
Turn this up. All right, here we go.
Hafey, are you naturally a redhead?
Am I naturally a redhead?
Yeah.
No.
Are you a ginger?
No,
I told him that.
I'm not.
Are you sure?
I got brown hair at top. I got a little bit of red in my beard. I'm German and Irish.
Well, you got a little bit of red in your hair.
A little bit, but I'm
That
not a
makes you a
redhead.
ginger.
No one ever in my life has called me a redhead.
He tried to tell me you was a redhead.
No, nobody's ever called me a ginger in my life.
I thought that was you behind Antt right there. Look. I thought that was you behind Antt right there. Right there. I did.
Hey, that's racist. That's racist.
Let's see if I can get Big Boy.
I was like, what are you talking about right now? He's like, he's redheaded. I'm like, no, he's not. I know. That's what I said too. I'm like, that's racist. Shawn is wild. Oh, man, but Shawn's trying to get Big Boy, the legendary Big Boy, the radio host, on right now. Let's see if we can pull this off. That's a legendary moment if we can get him on the show. He's come. Shawn actually got him.
The headgear? He didn't. Good deal. You know how to hold that.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. How we feeling, man?
I'm good, brother. I can't complain.
I'm over here too. Call Antt. Nice to meet you.
That's my co-host on the PorterWay Podcast. And welcome to the PorterWay Podcast.
Come on, man.
For the first time, certainly not the last.
My brother.
Man himself, Big Boy.
Hello.
Ain't
Come
so
on
big
now,
no
brother.
more.
Come on, man. You're not trying to get down to my fight weight.
Yes, sir.
No,
What's
not
your
at all.
fight weight?
Not at all, brother. Whatever it is, I ain't gonna reach
training
it.
though, right?
Yeah, I train,
You
bro.
do? Yeah, I
I
see you in
train.
the mist before.
Yeah, I train. I'm more into martial arts though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole different world that boxing.
Because of the discipline.
You know, it's a triple. No, not even the discipline. And you know better than anybody here. Boxing, people think that they want to mess around and box as a sport.
Yeah.
And people don't understand, bro. Even when I mess around and my trainer say, "Oh, give me 2 minutes," I'm ready to die, bro.
Yeah.
So I couldn't imagine doing 3 minutes 12 times.
I'm training some kids. I had them running outside the other day. I had them running 109-degree weather, but it's a part of it. You know what I mean? But I tell
you
these
gotta
kids,
want it. I don't want it.
and that's what I tell the kids. Like, we'll weave out who actually wants to truly fight by doing those kinds of things.
Oh yeah, bro.
But at the end of the day, you'll have something that lasts much longer than getting in the ring. That's discipline. That's work.
Right, yeah, man.
Of that nature.
It's like that Karate Kid thing, man. You don't even know you're training or all that tuition into the school of experience until you need it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it helps so much with life too, bro.
I had somebody kick the game to me. He said, you ain't doing nothing but using transferable skills. Everything you learned over the years boxing, you ain't doing nothing but putting that into all your other entrepreneurial
Look what you're
endeavors.
doing now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Easy call. That's real talk,
Exactly.
bro.
Let me get to it real quick and I'll let you go, though. I see you at all the big fights.
Yes, sir.
And you've been around for years.
Yes,
this
sir.
ain't nothing new for you. So what is it about the fight game that you like so much?
You know what, man? I'm a fan first.
Yeah.
I'm a fan first. I'm a spectator. You know, so I respect the craft, bro. You know what I'm saying? And this is my 30th year in radio, but you know, I love it on television. I love it live. I love the lifestyle, bro. And it's just something that I choose to be a part of and witness from a spectator side.
Yes, sir.
You know
Yes,
what
sir.
I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But I just love it, man. I love what these weekends look like, even when I'm not here, bro.
Yeah.
I don't watch basketball. I don't watch football. I don't watch baseball. The only sports that I watch is boxing and MMA kind of fights.
Have you been to the Super Bowl?
I've been to Super Bowl,
been
but
to
I don't
NBA
have to run home
Yeah.
and watch a basketball game.
Yeah.
But I got to get home and watch the fight.
Yeah.
You know
I was
what I'm
about
saying?
to ask you, would you rather be at a big night of boxing or go to the Super Bowl?
It depends.
Depends on
It
who's fighting.
depends on Super Bowl is like some other stuff.
Yeah.
But a regular fight and a regular game, 100%.
Yeah, wow.
But then if it's like say for instance we get Canelo and Benavidez and the Super Bowl, I'm going to the fight.
Wow.
I'm going to the fight, bro.
Is that the fight to be made right now?
I hope so.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, man?
I don't think it gets made. What I didn't say on stage, I don't know if you see, but I said
Go ahead.
Canelo never fights Benavidez. This is why.
Wow.
The road that this man has been on and has taken for so long is coming to an end. That's not the road. That's not the street you're gonna turn on. Why you getting off the highway?
Yeah, bro.
That's your exit.
Yeah, don't go out like that.
Your exit.
Man, you
gonna
said
keep
it very
going
well.
past that exit.
Hey, man, Jose,
That's a hard
he
night.
said Benavidez Canelo never happened.
Never happened. Never
Damn.
happened. It makes sense though, right?
Yeah, it makes a lot of
If you
sense.
been on the highway for 6 hours
And then
and you got to get off the highway to get something to eat and get something to drink.
Bring it on.
Are you gonna go to the highway, or you gonna go to the restaurant and gas station that you want to go to, or the one that everybody tell you don't want to go to?
Right, yeah.
It don't make sense.
Yeah, man, and that's not the way you want to lead.
And
If
it
you
ain't
lead
no shade on the man. He's done it all. Been in the ring with all of them. He's still a Hall of Famer to me.
Have you told Benavidez that?
Huh?
Don't tell Benavidez
I
that.
haven't, no.
Oh, yeah, don't do that, man.
I haven't.
That
But
wouldn't
I
be
said
smart.
it on stage. So
Oh, yeah.
That wouldn't be
Damn,
smart.
man. Oh, man.
Hey, big boy, you've been around the sport for a while. Does Tank bring the energy that Mike Tyson brought?
Say it again.
Does Tank bring the energy that Mike Tyson brought us?
I don't think he brings the energy that Mike Tyson brought us. You know what I'm saying? Because I was there with that Mike Tyson energy. You know, Mike Tyson was one of those people too, bro, that you didn't plan your night until Mike Tyson got down. Like, we would literally be at the house, like, watching, knock him out, all right, now we can go. You know, not that Tank ain't bringing this excitement, especially now to what boxing feels like. Tank is that guy. But Mike Tyson, to me, man, I knew I was watching something special. And he was active, you know what I'm saying? So it was different, you know, and that's just like when somebody say, oh, you know, it's such and such, this person better than that person. It's their time. You know, as far as right now, Tank is beautiful for the time.
Yes, sir.
But that Mike Tyson, oh my God,
Yes,
bro,
sir.
that was an event. Everybody knew that. Either you loved him, my homeboy mom used to like, I can't wait to see him get knocked out, but you knew his name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, there it is, Big Boy himself
Man.
on the PorterWay Podcast. Thank you for doing it.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. Talk soon, all right?
As we should.
Always.
We'll get a pit.
Let's go ahead. Let's take it to the stage and let them do what they do, and then we'll come back.
Legend.
And now introducing his opponent, his record stands unblemished, 5 victories with 3 by knockout. Representing Whittier, California, here is Justin Chosen Veloria. Once again, this is 8 rounds in the super featherweight division. We have a weight limit of 130 pounds. All right, getting set to step onto the scale first. Once again, out of Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico, here is Angel Cachorro Contreras. 129.8, 129.8 for Contreras. And now, stepping onto the scale once again, the young and talented Justin Chosen Veloria. 129.8, also 129.8 for Veloria. This will be our first bout, kicking things off for the PBC prelims tomorrow on Prime Video Live and free. Angel Contreras taking on Justin Veloria. All right, now let's introduce our second fight for the prelims. Once again, PBC presents 10 rounds in the super featherweight division. Coming to the stage now with a record of 28 victories, 13 by knockout. Opposite of 3 defeats and 3 draws. Out of Los Mochis, Sinaloa, Mexico, here is Eduardo Zurtito Ramirez. And now introducing his opponent with 25 victories, 17 by knockout, and just 2 defeats. Representing Tagbilaran City, Bohol, Philippines, he is the former WBC featherweight world champion, the action-packed fighter, Mark Magnifico Maxayo. And now getting set to step onto the scale first, once again, out of Los Mochis, Sinaloa, Mexico, here is the talented Eduardo Zurtito Ramirez. $129 on the dot, 129 for Ramirez. And now let's bring his opponent, the former featherweight champion, Mark Magnifico Maxayo. 129.4, 129.4 for Maxayo. This will be our second fight on the PBC prelims with Prime. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to begin our pay-per-view portion of things. Let's turn it over to the legendary Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Okay, Chris.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you, and we welcome you to the world-famous MGM Grand Garden Arena, celebrating 100 championship nights of boxing as Premier Boxing Champions presents the official weigh-in for the PBC Pay-Per-View on Prime special event brought to you by GTD Promotions and TGB Promotions. Well, fans, our opening pay-per-view attraction features a world championship bout. It is brought to you in association with Samson Boxing. Let's bring our fighters to the scale and the stage at this time. First, we present, originally from Cleveland, Ohio, now training in Southern California, a 2012 U.S. Olympian, a current world ring contender. Please welcome Terrell Gausha. And we welcome to the stage at this time his opponent, training in Las Vegas by way of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic, the newly crowned WBC middleweight champion of the world, introducing Carlos Bronco Adames. Boxing for the WBC middleweight championship of the world. Weight limit on this fight is 160 pounds. First, please welcome to the scale the challenger, record of 24-3-1 with 12 knockouts, making his second attempt at a world title. Please welcome Terrell Gausha. Opponent, the defending champion with a record of 23-1 with 18 knockouts, making the first defense of his title. Here is the defending WBC middleweight champion of the world, Carlos Bronco Adames. Adames weighs in at 159.2 pounds, 159.2 for the champion. Versus Terrell Gausha. Well, fans, Premier Boxing Champions continues with our official weigh-in. At this time, we present a battle of undefeated super lightweights, scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing, presented in association with Samson Boxing. At this time, we welcome our fighters to the stage. First, fighting out of Las Vegas by San Juan de la Maguana in the Dominican Republic. Here is the former undefeated WBA super lightweight champion of the world. Please welcome Alberto La Vispa Puello. And now we invite his opponent to the stage at this. The renowned boxing family from Capitol Heights in Maryland. He'll be making his first attempt at a world title. Here is the undefeated world rank contender, Gary Antoine Russell. All right, fans, let's bring our fighters to the scale. 12 rounds of boxing. The interim WBC Super Lightweight World Championship weight limit is 140 pounds. First, undefeated at 22-0 with 10 knockouts, the former undefeated WBA Super Lightweight World Champion Alberto La Vispa Puello. 139.8 pounds, 139.8 pounds for Alberto Puello. And now to the scale, his opponent with an outstanding perfect record of 17 wins, no losses, all 17 wins coming by way of knockout. The 2016 U.S. Olympian, the hard-hitting, undefeated world rank contender. Here is Gary Antoine Russell. .2 pounds, 138.2 for Gary Antoine Russell. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have our fighters square up, face off. The last time they'll see each other before they meet in the center of the ring tomorrow night. And we want to bring to your attention the action is sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. And El Mexicano brand products bringing authentic sabor to your table. Somos El Mexicano. Fighters going to square off just one moment. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, our second world title attraction, the interim WBC Super Lightweight Championship, Gary Antoine Russell versus Alberto La Vispa Puello. And now let's hear from both of our fighters, and to lead us in this interview, please welcome talented combat sports reporter Jordan Plant.
We'll have my colleague Martin Batzer translate for us. Puello, two undefeated fighters. Someone's always got to go. How do you ensure you get the victory tomorrow night?
Esta pelea entre dos peleadores invictos. Alguien lo tiene que perder. ¿Cómo ves que será esta pelea mañana por la noche?
Será una pelea bastante interesante, ya que yo vengo a dar el todo por el todo. Me preparé muy bien para esta oportunidad y vengo a dejarlo todo arriba del ring y a darle un buen espectáculo a todo este público bello.
It's going to be a great fight, a very interesting fight. I came here to give my all, and most importantly, to give you all beautiful fans a great fight to remember.
Most of your fights have been in the Dominican Republic, and this is your first time fighting in Las Vegas on pay-per-view. How much more added motivation does that bring?
Esta va a ser tu primera vez peleando en un pay-per-view en Las Vegas después de tantos años luchándola en República Dominicana. ¿Hay un significado especial para vos en estar en este escenario?
Claro que sí. Significa mucho para mí estar de vuelta y en un escenario como este me siento muy contento. Gracias a PBC por darme la oportunidad. Quiero demostrar que soy digno de pelear y ganar un título mundial nuevamente y dar las mejores peleas.
Well, I am really grateful and really happy to be in this stage. It does have great meaning to me because it's going to be a great card. I want to thank PBC for giving me this opportunity, and I want to prove to all of you that I'm worthy of this stage, that I can fight for world titles, and that I'm eager to go for more.
Thank you so much. Buena suerte. Gracias. Now we'll head over to Gary Antoine First off, I want to say happy birthday, the big 28 today. Guys, give it up for him. It's his birthday today. All right, so you're 17-0, 17 KOs. But Puello's the first opponent you'll face with an undefeated record, and he's a former world champion. Does that type of challenge excite you at all?
Not at all. It's just a stepping stone. You know, I'm doing this for the Washingtonians and everybody back in Capitol Heights. You know, it's a lineage that I got to work forward towards. You know, and I'm going to just keep that hard work and blood, sweat, and tears that I done went through. You know, I'm not going to let that go in vain. So I'm going to come up here and show my showcase style and let everybody know that I'm coming to win. Stay victorious, keep my O, keep my knockout, everything, you know what I mean? I'm going to give y'all a juicy show. I know that's what y'all come to see.
I heard you say earlier this week that you feel like Puello's going to make you have to bring a few more tools out of your arsenal. Can you give the fans a hint on what those tools might be?
I can't give y'all that hint. I'll be giving y'all too much sauce, you know, but just stay tuned. It's going to be a juicy match. This is the perfect platform to show y'all.
All right, we're looking forward to it. Thank you so much, Gary Antoine. Good luck tomorrow night.
All right, fans, here we go. Premier Boxing Champions continues with the official weigh-in, as at this time we move to our co-main event of the evening and a battle of champions for the interim WBC light heavyweight world title, brought to you by GTD Promotions and TGB Promotions in association with Samson Boxing. Welcome our fighters to the stage at this time. First, training in Southern California by way of Kharkiv, Ukraine. Please welcome the former WBC light heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander "The Nail" Gvozdyk. And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from Phoenix, Arizona, making his light heavyweight debut, the two-time WBC super middleweight champion of the world, known as the Mexican Monster, David El Monstro Benavidez. All right, fans, here we go. Let's bring our fighters to the scale. Once again, 12 rounds of boxing, WBC interim light heavyweight world title, weight limit 175 pounds. First, please welcome a 2012 Olympic bronze medalist with a record of 20 wins, only one defeat with 16 wins coming by way of knockout. Making his return to the ring, please welcome to the scale the former WBC light heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander "The Nail" Gvozdyk. $174.2 pounds, 174.2 for Alexander "The Nail" Gvozdyk. And his opponent holds an undefeated record of 28-0 with 24 knockouts, one of the young, hard-hitting stars of the sport, the two-time WBC super middleweight champion of the world, David El Monstro Benavidez. 174.2, 174.2 for the Mexican Monster. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. It's 12 rounds of boxing. The WBC Interim Light Heavyweight World Title. David El Monstro Benavidez versus Alexander the Nail Gvozdyk in a co-main event of the evening. Now to hear from both of our fighters, once again, please welcome acclaimed combat sports reporter Jordan Plant.
Alexander, you've been at 175 your entire career. You fought some of the best in that division. What's your final message to David Benavidez before tomorrow night?
Well, now it's time to fight one of the best in 168 who moving up in 175.
Enough said right there. And you took a 4-year break from boxing, but you came back last year in 2023. What would it mean to you to win the WBC interim title tomorrow night?
It's an awesome and great opportunity to become a 2-time world champion and become, in general, world champion again.
Well, thank you so much and good luck tomorrow night. We'll see you then.
Thank you.
Now I'll head over to David. David, good to see you. The last time you stepped on the scale anywhere close to 175 was in 2015, almost 10 years ago. What can the fans expect to see from you tomorrow night with that extra weight and that extra energy?
You could see an even more destructive monster in the ring, and I feel amazing. I can't wait to go in there and give you guys a hell of a performance. Pero le quiero dar las gracias a toda mi gente y toda mi raza que vinieron a apoyar. Los quiero mucho y sábado vamos por la victoria.
And what's your prediction for this fight?
I'm going for the knockout. The monster always goes for the knockout, and that's what I'm going to get this Saturday.
What kind of message do you think that's going to send to the light heavyweight division if you, at your first fight at this weight class, if you can stop a guy?
It's just going to let everybody know I'm here, and the new champion is coming soon.
All right, good luck. We'll see you in the ring tomorrow night. Thank you, David.
All right, fans, here we go from the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Premier Boxing Champions presents the weigh-in for the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by GTD Promotions, TGB Promotions, and Man Down Promotions. Sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours, and El Mexicano brand products bringing authentic sabor to your table. Somos El Mexicano. Well, fans, let's bring our fighters to the stage at this time. First, the challenger from Detroit and training in Dallas, Texas. He'll be making his first attempt at a world title. Here is the undefeated world-ranked lightweight contender, escorted by his promoter, former welterweight world champion Errol Spence. Please welcome Frank, the Ghost Martin. And now introducing the defending world champion from Baltimore, Maryland. Please welcome the popular, the hard-hitting, 5-time 3-division champion of the world, Gervonta Tank Davis. And it looks like our fighters are ready to get started a little bit early. First, let's bring them to the scale. 135 pounds is the weight limit for the WBA Lightweight Championship of the World. First, ladies and gentlemen, undefeated with a record of 18 wins, no losses, and 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the undefeated all-action challenger, introducing Frank, the Ghost Martin. 134.4 pounds, 134.4 for Frank the Ghost Martin. And now we bring the defending champion to the scale. His record, 29 wins, no losses, 27 knockouts to his credit. One of boxing's pound-for-pound superstars, the defending WBA lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta "The Tank" Davis. Gervonta "Tank" Davis weighs in at a trim and ready 133.4 pounds. The fight is on for the WBA Lightweight Championship of the World. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. The WBA Lightweight World Championship main event. Gervonta "Tank" Davis versus Frank the Ghost Martin. Do not blink. Do not miss this all-action main event of the evening. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from both of our fighters. I turn it over to Jordan Plant.
Frank, that was a very intense stare down. Can you tell the fans what was being said right there?
We just both ready. You know, we ready for tomorrow. I'm stepping on his ass tomorrow, period.
Do you enjoy being the underdog in all this, and does it give you extra motivation?
I love it. I love it. I'm so happy that there's so many people in this arena that's sleeping on me. It's a blessing. You know what I mean? I'm a dog and I'm coming out on top. I don't give a damn who he is. I'm coming out on top tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, you have the opportunity to change your life if you win this fight. How surreal is this moment for you?
This everything. You know, this moment right here, you know what I mean? If y'all see me get emotional in that arena tomorrow after I get that dub, it's from all the hard work that I've put in, all the sacrifices. You know what I mean? I'm coming out on top tomorrow, so just know that.
Good luck. Thank you so much. That's a very focused Frank Martin, everybody. Now I'll head over to Gervonta Davis. The WBA lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta Davis. Your face-offs are always intense, and I saw you even went over there and said a little something to him in the beginning. Is that something you plan, or you just kind of feel it in the moment?
I couldn't hear you, I'm sorry.
No, you're good, I'll say it again. I saw you walk over there earlier and say something to Frank Martin, and your face-offs are always kind of fun. Is that something you plan, or do you just feel that in the moment?
I'm just getting in his head. He can't even make weight. He's been working for a minute to make weight, so.
All right, so you don't plan that. Well, I want to know, is this going to be the most dangerous Gervonta Davis we've seen yet? Because you said you've got a lot built up. You're going to take it out on him.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy out there. So hope he prepared and hope he's been training hard. So tomorrow is going to be a great night for the sport of boxing.
I agree with that. Now, I know you bring out some of the biggest rap artists in the game when you walk to the ring. Who's walking with you to the ring tomorrow night?
Got turned in or be here tomorrow to see.
Can you give the fans a hint and say what city is he from?
Can't do that. Can't do it.
All right, well, we're going to be looking forward to that. And I also want to know, you've been out 14 months. Have you been practicing that backflip?
Yeah. Want to see?
Hey! Love it. Good luck to you tomorrow night. Everyone, Gervonta Davis!
Thank you, Jordan Plant. Thank you, everyone, for your attendance. That's the main event of the evening. WBA lightweight world title and a big night of action taking place. Pay-per-view begins at 5 p.m. It's Premier Boxing Champions presents PBC pay-per-view on Prime. We'll see you then, everybody. See you tomorrow night.
All right, y'all. We wrapping it real quick. Obviously, we seen what just happened. Everybody made way. Everybody's good. No blows was thrown. All the good stuff. We headed right back over to the media room, and we gonna cap everything over there. Hopefully, get a couple more people on the podcast before we close today and close this week of the media blitz. Again, I got Paulie Malignaggi coming into town tomorrow. We will be doing a interview with him live on our Patreon tomorrow. Tpwp, patreon.com, and also if you want to download the app, I encourage you guys to download the app, and we'll see you tomorrow. But we will see you in about 15, 20 minutes right back at the media room.
Thank you. 8 years is long. All right, we're not gonna stop no more. Oh yeah.
Oh, it was definitely nice. I like how aggressive Frank got.
That was good.
I like that.
it?
Yeah, I like it.
I hope that he wasted energy.
No, I think he's gonna be cool.
I like the fact that he
cool. When you gonna get back in the ring? He want to see you out there one more time.
Can't do it. Way back in the day. 6-0, 7-0. Yeah. I didn't exactly agree with everything you said. I think it's probably best that Frank pick his moments where he want to be aggressive, but you know, man, with Tank you can't get overly aggressive. That's what he wants too.
You gotta You gotta touch him. You gotta touch a puncher.
You working on it. You gotta touch him though.
A
You gotta
puncher
touch him.
always gotta get touched so he can know he can go to sleep too. You can't be scared. Okay, you can't be scared to get at a puncher.
Yeah.
Brittany.
Brittany,
secure, Brittany. Yeah, so you.
Brittany always ready for the camera.
Yeah, you can't be
Yes, she
scared of a
is.
puncher.
I don't wanna be on it.
To beat a puncher.
Hovering right now. You hovering right now. Huh?
Tell him again.
Come on, man. You said it too.
I believe it. I believe Benavidez.
Yeah.
Stop being scared of these fighters. Yeah, definitely. You gotta go out and punch him.
Dude, that's my dude.
You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Let's go, Brittany. You run the business.
Keep going, man. My fault.
Oh, bingo, that was sweet. Look at you, a little hard. Walk him down.
My pleasure.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, sir.
One man go that was just down there. Hey, what's up, You don't need one now. You don't need one now. You don't need one now.
My man, bro.
I'm teasing. Yes, sir.
Hey, sweetie, how you doing? You know I gotta get my picture with you. I got it.
Thank you, darling.
Oh, congratulations. Let me know that in there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very
I'll
much.
be there.
Yes, ma'am. Okay,
Yeah.
I see you.
Oh, you know I work with them.
Let's get our point shout out, Showtime. Showtime.
What's that?
Let me get our point shout out, baby. Got all the white girls over here.
Wait.
I believe he's one of my favorite fighters.
What's up, Zach?
I got
you. Boss?
I can get one?
Yeah. I was like, where'd my guy go?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Get in here, Zach. Get in here, Zach.
Showtime, Shawn Porter, Zav Judah, Outpoint Boxing. God bless y'all. Keep working hard.
Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, bro.
I want you to meet Des. This is Des on BOK Prime.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you been, man?
Good to see you, man. Yes, sir. Yeah, let's do it real quick.
1, 2, 3. Vámonos. Vámonos.
Vámonos.
Check it out, dog. Hey, dog.
What's up, sir? How's everything? I gotta go.
Hey, you gonna be around?
Yeah, I'm in here. All right, now.
Right there. Right there. No, the girl. Right here.
Hey, the girl.
No, don't be trying to steal that. No, it's the DDA. His name is DDA. It's the DDA.
The Asus ally?
What does that mean? Y'all just talk some computer talk. What's Switch?
The game.
Oh, okay. I mean, get out of here. This ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah, you always say, you don't keep up with the time.
No, that's different, okay? That ain't the time. Oh, man.
Hey.
What?
I went home talking to my wife and, telling her about how the day went on.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Microsoft Theater here in downtown Los Angeles, brought to you by Shawn Porter Promotions.
for DDA. Let's get Espinosa's
No,
woman.
he ready to get out of here.
Let's get Espinosa's
No,
woman.
he ready.
Well,
to
how,
get out.
what do we want to do?
No, let's go ahead and close out, Shawn.
All right, y'all. Well, welcome back to the PorterWay Podcast.
And they hovering over Leonard.
Just want, oh yeah, I did want to.
Nah, I don't think Leonard. I don't think they about to get him right now. They about to look at him.
Damn,
like,
everybody.
That's crazy.
Ew. Dang.
That's crazy.
They're like a bunch of.
Look at all the media.
Bunch of.
Dang.
Rats just waiting on you to throw the bread down.
Like fly on shit. Look at him.
Give me your thoughts. First off, Gvozdyk, I know you mentioned his size, how big he looked.
Yeah.
Give me what your thoughts on. I know you haven't seen him fight, but Gvozdyk versus Benavidez.
Gvozdyk versus Benavidez. I think it's not. Don't be surprised if Benavidez doesn't have a dominant performance at 175. This guy is very skilled, very strong. Been at 175, a natural. Actually, a bigger guy. What you thinking? Probably coming in at 195 in the fight night?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So I'm saying don't be surprised and don't push down Benavidez like, yeah, that's why you can't beat Canelo if it's not the greatest Benavidez performance.
Yeah, it's
but
going
at
to
the
be
same
the conversation.
time, but at the same time, don't be surprised if you see Benavidez do what Benavidez do.
Yeah, and it's like I said before. I was just telling this to Ellie. Listen, when you get a low-scoring Super Bowl game, everybody, this ain't no big plays. It's because you got two defenses that are juggernauts, and they doing what they got to do. It's a great defensive game. Doesn't make it a bad game. It's just not what you're used to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the same thing goes when both for the main and the co-main. These guys are going to be challenged in ways we haven't seen them challenged before, and it don't mean they not it. It just means these guys are actually it as well. May not be the it, but they're some of them. They're a part of it. They're a part of it. You know what I mean? So, but I think Gvozdyk fits the bill in terms of being someone who can challenge David Benavidez. I'm looking for a good fight. I'm looking for great fights. That's all I ever want. I don't care who wins. I don't care who loses. Give me something to talk about. Make what I do worth it. Especially if I'm ringside. Give me something to talk about
You gonna be ringside?
I'm not going to be ringside for this one.
Okay.
You know, I wish I was, man. I think both the main and the co-main got some substance in them. I think we're going to see a lot of changes in the rhythms and the styles. And I don't know who's ringside, but hopefully they can translate what's going on. And then the main event, man, give me what you think. I know you know much more about Frank and Tank.
But at the same time, I see Benavidez in there with a stoppage. Throwing his hand.
Benavidez?
Yeah, I think that's how Benavidez get the knockout.
He got youth on his side.
Yeah.
I don't know his age now,
he's
but
strong.
Gvozdyk is close to 40.
Young.
Closer to 40 than he is to 30.
Young.
He's 37, I believe.
I just pray when my kid box, he don't run into a Benavidez.
Your kid gonna box?
Nah, hell no, but just in case.
If and when?
Yeah.
All right, main event.
Main event, Frank and Tank. Man, I don't
Frank
know.
and Tank.
I wasn't sure. Was Frank still trying to make weight?
It looked like
which
he didn't
was
make
weird
weight
earlier.
It looked like it, which
because
was weird
he still
to me.
had the eyes.
He had the glossy eyes. He still looked a little sucked down. I saw a lot of these guys, once they got off the scale, they went and got water and things like that. And I was like, okay, they really playing this up. I cannot imagine they waited until 3 p.m. to do a weigh-in, but it looked like it.
Yeah, it looked like Frank.
And Tank commented on it.
Yeah.
He said he was struggling, to make weight.
It was like, I was putting two and two together. It's like he didn't make weight earlier today.
Yeah.
So this is the official weight for him.
No. I don't think this is a situation where
what do you know?
If he didn't make weight, he had to hold it all day. I think,
That'd be tough.
I don't know.
You used to do it.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, you're becoming soft. Back in my you can't be doing that to kids no more.
On the East Coast, New York, where I fought most of my fights, it will be 6 o'clock right now. I wasn't holding my weight till 6 p.m. You know what I mean? I was holding my weight till 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, you telling me he would have held the weight until 3 p.m.
It's the same time.
3:30 p.m.
Just move places.
Yeah, I know, but
so what? He weighed in New York and then flew to Vegas?
No, man. What I'm saying is they not doing a weigh-in that late. Even on fight night, they want the main event to walk before midnight Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
They're always considering Eastern Standard,
Okay.
even though this is Pacific.
I'm not getting it, but we're going to keep going.
Oh, Not
Yeah.
getting it. Damn it. Well, then let me give it to you another way.
Okay, talk to me like I'm 5.
I'm not going to do that. Tell me what you think about the fight.
Oh, man, I think we're in for a good night of boxing. I think we see a side of Frank brings something out of Tank that we never seen before.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to it. I think Frank will be on the move. Frank will be trying not to get hit much as possible tomorrow night. Though, obviously, a smart man will not exchange with Tank Davis. If
Yeah.
you're a smart man, you get yours, you get out of there. When you
Yeah.
get the opportunities for a counter shot, you take it.
Yeah.
But you don't sit there and dance. You hopefully he adds in the Shawn Porter spin move. I want you to add all
I've seen
that
him
in.
pivot, not like me, man.
Not
but
the Shawn
I've seen
Porter
him pivot.
spin move.
Yeah. Seen him
Yeah,
pivot.
feet work will be important for Frank.
Footwork.
Footwork. Yeah.
Excuse me, I shouldn't have
But it's
corrected you.
it's 2 feet. 2 feet.
He has 2 feet, but it's footwork.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, so that's going to be important for Frank. He has to be able to move and stamina. You can't have a law. You can't have no moments where I'm trying to catch it. You might go to sleep.
Yeah.
At the same time, I think Tank going to do what Tank do, and this is the best boxing Tank we ever see. We'll see the technician side of Tank Davis.
Yeah.
Go to work, and it's going to make for a great night of boxing, man. I think this is a good fight.
One thing I feel like I've overlooked and just tried to play down is the fact that this could possibly be too big of a moment for Frank. And Errol said it. He's right. Everybody has to have that first experience. He's right. But something is a little off with Frank's energy. In my personal opinion, I feel like when you're not naturally an angry guy and you become angry for the express purpose of this fight, I have to be angry. If that's not who you are, if that's not a part of your identity, it's not going to work for you. I'm literally watching Frank at the weigh-in, especially in the post-fight, post-weigh-in interview that he did with Jordan. Shout out to Jordan Plant. She handled that fantastically.
Oh, yeah.
But I found myself thinking about Terrence Crawford. I personally don't know too many fight. I actually know 2 that right off the top of my head that can fight angry. Gary Russell Jr. and Terrence Crawford. Both of them guys can fight angry, but I don't feel that's not a recipe that fits the bill of not very many people. I think if Tank gets a little uncomfortable, he'll have to turn it up. He's comfortable with that. You know what I mean? All that being said, though, man, I hope that this moment ain't too big for Frank. If it ain't, we don't see we don't see Frank get out of there in 3 rounds. This thing, if Frank gets comfortable after 3, I think it's going to take about that much for him to get comfortable. It's just my gut feeling. If he gets comfortable, he's going to find himself in a position where he's able to touch, feint, walk off, feint, fast, straight left, and this becomes this back and forth, touching kind of fight, and it's going to be close all the way down the line. That, to me, is in the beautiful world. I hope that we get the beautiful world. If we get the beautiful world, man, we get a fantastic main event.
If it goes like you say, Shawn, those championship rounds will be beautiful. That's going to be a sight night. Obviously, somebody could get stopped.
Yeah.
But that will be beautiful because they will be engaging.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard myself.
Yeah,
I was like, wait.
yeah. Because obviously Tank don't want to lose his tankness.
Yeah.
And Frank want that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be a beautiful championship rounds. I hope we give that.
I know you said, remember Once Upon a Time, I know we getting out of here soon,
Yeah.
but Once Upon a Time, which wasn't that upon a time a line ago, that long ago, upon a time a long ago.
Okay, where we going?
You said you wanted to see Tank lose.
Yes.
For the express purpose of boxing becoming more interesting.
Best thing for boxing
become more of a don't be afraid to lose kind of thing.
Best thing for boxing this week will be Tank lose tomorrow night. Tank knocks him out in a rematch in October.
Wow, that's a beautiful world. I think that now let me say this. I feel like respect and I love him, but Leonard Ellaby I felt was BSing us when I asked him, do we get Tank back this year? I don't think we get Tank back this year. But if Tank happens to drop this one, we get Tank back this year.
Yeah. If he dropped this, he want to get back there ASAP. Yeah. I just think it makes the sport better when guys have losses. He's the face of boxing. Look at Canelo, got a loss. Sometimes we forget.
Here's the thing: the world's
he got two. How many got two?
The world ain't ready for what you talking about. I get it, but the world not ready for what you talking about. Boxing still is stuck on
Well, that's why you're not ready till it happens.
Boxing
Shit
is still,
happens in life.
Yeah, but
And
boxing
you
is still
adjust to it.
stuck on that who is the face, the keyword the. So they're always looking for one guy. And
So,
I love saying it
Tank
because
loses. It's like fuck Tank.
No, but there's so many faces
Yeah.
in boxing. You got two of them in the main and the co-main.
Yeah.
You put two of the faces of boxing on one show.
Yeah.
But the world will very quickly say, well, Tank ain't this, Tank ain't that, especially if the thing go all the way sideways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it can happen any given Sunday. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? All that being said, I don't expect expect Tank to lose this fight, but I do expect it to be way more competitive than a lot of people, even after seeing the podcast, think it's going to be. I think a lot of people think, oh, yeah, he just chomping, he just saying this, he just saying that. But I'm trying to give you guys, like, realistic possibilities here, and this one is realistic.
So, with all that being said, I'm a betting man, and I'm taking the plus 600.
Yes.
So I'm gonna take Tank plus. I'm gonna take Frank plus 600.
I did a couple of picks with DraftKings. Shout out to DraftKings. I'm about to make another pitch to them, man. I feel like what they send me for me to make picks for right here. We could do a whole
we can talk about
show
every one of them
based on
Yeah,
that right
yeah,
there.
you're right.
So
That
I'm gonna
is.
pitch that to them, and
All
I
right.
think I'm looking forward to being able to do a show that's, for the sake of words, dedicated to a lot of these I consider to be fun bets that can be made, So all that being said, though, man.
Tell them I'll take 6 figures. If not, we can settle for 7 figures DraftKings credit.
Y'all be looking out for my social media tomorrow. We still don't have a solid time for the interview we're gonna do with Paulie Malignaggi. But we are gonna do that interview tomorrow. It will be in the afternoon hours. I'm thinking closer to 2:00, but we will see. He comes ready to work, so we'll see what happens. Stay tuned to my social media. I'm gonna be letting you guys know. I want you guys to get on our Patreon so that you guys can check out that show live. That show will live on our Patreon for about 20 to 30 days before we kick it to y'all. On the PorterWay Podcast channel. That being said, TPWP on Patreon. Download the app, and then you got it whenever you need it. You also get the notifications right there on the app. Download Patreon, TPWP, and we'll check you guys tomorrow. Make sure you're looking out for my social media to find out what time.
You don't want to mess with Derek James? Yeah, we'll just go shut down. We good.
Shut it down?
Yeah, we shut down.
All right, we getting out of here. Appreciate you guys. This is the PorterWay.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Microsoft Theater here in downtown Los Angeles, brought to you by Shawn Porter Promotions.